Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Noel Slamrocket and Bob Video Games. Game Boy? Can we get a Game Girl already? Or a Game Miss? Game Miss? Is Miss the opposite of Bob?
I'm not sure.
Game Miss? Chris Wolfhard.
How about a Game Duck?
And Dr. Aggro.
Rooster.
Here on GigaBoots. Hello, everyone. Oh my God, my co-hosts are blocks of noise and garbage. Well, almost everything was set up right.
Right? If only.
Thanks, whichever program caused this.
I'm really
Let's
just
just say
Googling
Windows.
Discord. Anyways, hi. How's it going? Welcome to Big Think Dimension number... You're not the only one who can wave, Bob. Nice try bragging about it. Ooh. Anyways, welcome to Big Think Dimension number 374. This is the one where we talk about Air Guy's brand new quest mode. And one moment. Bob's probably going to talk about Motor Slice.
There's Onimusha 2. We did that.
There's Onimusha 2. We beat that.
I also
last Friday.
did that.
You also did that? You also went... I noticed during the stream your Retro Achievement score started going up, and I'm like, oh, fuck, he's playing Onimusha, isn't he?
Yeah, I played Onimusha 1 and then 2.
That's awesome. So we're going to have an Onimusha roundtable segment. Aggro, I hope you prepared yourself.
I also
Emotionally, yes.
Oh.
I also played Dawn of Dreams, so we got a lot of Onimusha to talk about.
Oh, wow. We might as well have called this the one where they talk about Onimusha. What else? Let's see. I did Air Guys. I completely disassembled Run Saber, so we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about lots of things, but I need the live audience to let me know. I feel like we might have talked about this last Thursday, but it might have been on Friday's stream. So I don't want Big Think only listeners to miss out on this one. Did we talk about the super stuffed Pop-Tart last week?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
so stupid. Here's 30 more calories and the filling is syrupy.
I think the high protein Pop-Tart is stupider. It's like, you're fucking candy. What are you doing?
Yes, but this one
You're
might as well just
380
say...
empty calories per foil packet.
Yes, but this one might as well say Shrinkflation Edition on the cover because it's two fewer Pop-Tarts.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, do you at least get the right amount of Pop-Tarts in the protein Pop-Tarts?
I actually don't know. Chris? Do you remember? It's been a long time since I bought one of those. Almost a year, I bet.
Oh, I haven't bought them. I just saw them in the store and I'm like, get real.
Hey, what if you
Get
ate
outta
it and it was
here.
fucking great? Don't ask me how it is. That won't work for this bit.
But hey, Bob might be interested in them because they have wild berry.
Ooh.
Wild berry protein.
Okay, there are
I
eight Pop-Tarts
I
in
did
here.
eat some
See?
frosted blueberry Pop-Tarts because talking about Pop-Tarts last week made me like, well, I need to eat a frosted blueberry Pop-Tart.
Sometimes you gotta eat a frosted blueberry Pop-Tart. That's understandable.
So I ate a packet of them and then went and did 30 minutes of fitness boxing to apologize to myself for eating 380 calories of Pop-Tart.
I'm surprised it's only 380. I thought those things were a square 200. So never mind. The super stuffed is 40 more calories. Woo.
Ooh.
2 fewer Pop-Tarts, 40 more calories. The filling no longer solid, syrupy. The bottom of it melting. I hate this stupid Pop-Tart.
I need to try it still. You have those, and I didn't pick them up last time.
I have one left, but I don't know if Tosh ate hers.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So it might come down to either you or Tosh gets to eat the disappointing Pop-Tart, Bob.
The struggle.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll make a good stream snack for tomorrow's gigantic stream, which we will be revealing later in the show. Bob, don't show it. Here, I'm covering.
Oh no, I this is actually a bar I ate.
Oh, what is that?
The Tosi. Yeah, it's a pile of nuts fused together kind of poorly. It's insanely dry.
Oh yeah. I have eaten
has-
a food like that many times.
It has a bunch of sesame, chia, and flax seeds on it,
Uh-huh.
which is super weird because after I eat them, no matter what, I just can feel like I have to go spit up seeds.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, that's your life
Ugh.
now. Your life now
Yeah.
is just drinking gallons of water to get every last chia seed and other things out.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no,
No.
they don't even taste that bad, but it's not a great texture.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Let's see. What else have I been doing? Okay, so for people who did not hear, last week sometime, I believe it was the beginning of last week, I realized Neon Harper had passed me on retro achievements during my 9-month break from retro achievements. So in the last week alone, I want to get an up-to-date number, you know. I don't want to lie about how accomplished I am. In the last week alone, I have gotten 1,777 points on retro achievement to just barely pass Harper. This was important to me to the point of I ended yesterday's stream that was Super Punch-Out. Super Punch-Out achievement set is for freaks.
Mhm.
Freaks. I beat the first 3 circuits. 3. There we go. The hand tracking was like 4, and I'm like, no. Try again. I beat the first 3 circuits. 0 losses. Decimated so many of them. Got the top score. And it's like, congratulations, you get 120 points total. Every other achievement is disassemble every boss in 8 seconds. Disassemble this boss in 12 seconds. Do this hyper-specific thing to put them in this custom state for each and every one of them. That's the only way to get meaningful points out of Super Punch-Out. So when I ended the stream, that was 3.5 hours of my life, by the way. When I ended the stream with only 120 points, okay? I went, okay, I guess I'm going to play dog shit NES games I had growing up that I don't want to stream, so I booted Where's Waldo?
Bethesda classic.
The Bethesda classic. I also booted Kung Fu, which isn't that bad, but in fact, I would like to stream getting better at that, but I'm not good at that game. I booted Marble Madness, and I booted where the majority of my points came from that post-stream marathon to get my points high enough to just barely pass Neon Harper. Back to the Future on NES. The weirdest thing about that game.
Yeah, I was like, that can't be good.
No, that game's dog shit. That's an
No.
AVGN game, Bob.
Right, I thought
Yeah.
so.
The weirdest thing about that achievement set is every single level has an achievement that's like, don't hit the hula hoop girls with the bowling ball. Every single level, for some reason. I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't
Good
get it.
advice for life in general, I think.
Yeah.
Did,
I got-
did you enjoy Power Love on Crack?
It's very funny. I grew up with this game, so the day that somebody explained that is the riff of Power of Love playing at 8 times speed or something, I lost my mind. I'm gonna go ahead for the listeners, because I know, like, oh my god, I'm now
Yeah,
like...
they also have Johnny Be Good on Crack later in the game.
It's true, that is much later in the game. I'm now looking up KH Insider, Back to the Future. This is my life now. Anyways, here you go. This, dear listener...
Yeah, that AVGN video was 20 years ago, so they might not have heard it.
It's true.
They were born after it.
Yeah.
That's Power of Love at 8 times speed or something.
Incredible.
Anyway, so I got 225 achievements out of that in, like, I don't know, 20 minutes at most. It's terrible. I'm thinking about going back and getting a mastery in that game. I hate it. That was the first time I ever actually tried to be good at that game. Every other time I've played in my life, I boot it and go, this sucks, and then just turn it off.
Fair.
Yeah. Anyways, so I did everything in Error Guys. Let me tell you about the cracked out retro achievements in Error Guys. They want you to be... Okay, first off, they set an achievement for everything in the game that unlocks a thing, whether that's an outfit or whatever. What that translates into is they want you to beat the Speed Othello AI 10 times in a row.
Oh.
I need
It's
No.
very funny. It's very funny how psychotic some achievement sets are, which gets really funny when you start looking at different versions of the same game.
Uh-huh.
So, Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy V.
Mm-hmm.
Low level run is an entire subset with 35,000 hardcore points.
Yeah.
On the PS1 version, a low level run is just part of the base set. It's one achievement.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's also happened to me when I looked at Final Fantasy VIII. I'm like, I like this game a lot. What just the last base achievement is beat the entire game without leveling up anything
Yeah. Yeah, that's like...
or junctioning. You can't junction either.
I'm under the impression that subsets as a concept came later.
That would make
That seems
any
pretty
sense.
likely.
So that explains some, but not all of these. Anyway, I won't rest until we riot and make it so the Project 64 or whatever it's Smash Remix for the N64 Smash Brothers lets me use any of the fucking quality of life and enhancement features from the later games, which is the whole fucking point, other than the characters. Come on. What are we doing here? Turn it back into original Smash 64 moveset. No, I want things from at least Melee. That's the point. The point is that it's supposed to be an even funner version of that fucking game. So anyways, that's why I have jack shit for achievements and that. So stupid. Yeah, exactly. Speedrun achievements, like hardcore actual speedrun achievements, need to be a subset. That's my opinion. The Punch-Out stuff, those should absolutely just be a subset of disassembling the game at a, like, master level. Because we're talking about, they want you to beat Gabby J in under 8 seconds. Which means you're basically doing frame-perfect inputs. That's insane.
Wait.
Why would a core set ever involve doing frame-perfect inputs? And I think it's like 16 or 20 inputs in a row. And that's Gabby J! That's the first guy! This is insane! What are we doing here? Anyway. Enough about that. We're going back to Air Guys. I think it's hilarious to be like, do revenge battle hyper Othello and win 10 times in a row. That's a fighting game. And you want people to do that because the game unlocks a thing if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that, and then I see in the achievement set some other thing that's called Evil Panel, and I've never heard of this in my life. I'm like, how do I get to Evil Panel? And they're like, oh, highlight Battle Panel, hold these buttons and hit X. And I'm like, okay, cool. I do that. The achievement is like, win completely in that mode. I'm like, sure, I'm smart. I know how this works. I hook up a second controller. Do the 2 moves in order to just shut him down instantly. And then it's like, achievement. And I'm like, yay, hooray. The next day I go live on Twitch. I'm like, hey guys, let me show you an easy achievement to get. I can't get Evil Panel to work. You know why, Bob?
Is that?
You have to win the 10 times in a row in order to unlock. So luckily I did that fucking achievement before I shut it off without saving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking insane. For anyone who's unfamiliar with Air Guy's Battle Othello mode, which they call Battle Panel, it's the rules of Othello of you need to encase your enemy's pieces in between one on the opposite end and one where you're placing it, because you run your character around this grid, a chessboard sort of thing. You need to place down a piece of your color, which is either black or white, and then theirs will flip over to yours. But also the game is randomly spawning garbage pieces, and also there's a tackle move. So you really have to be on top of it to win 10 of those in a row. That is the rarest retro achievement I have. That retro achievement is worth, I think, 2,000 retro score, which is insane. That was like, I don't know, 3% or 4% of my retro score up to that point in one achievement. It was fucking nuts. So yeah, there's a little bit of the also Bob. Oh wait, never mind. You know the Battle Beach mode though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only acceptable one of those modes.
You don't like Battle Run? You don't like the
God, Battle
runner?
Run sucks such shit.
It does.
I forgot
because,
about that one.
Because movement in that game sucks. It's the Mobius strip where you're running your dude around.
Yeah.
So in the battle, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like those top-down driving games where you play as the RC cars and go around a little track. but
Except
with
for
humans.
controls even worse now.
Yes, yes.
Um, in the Battle Beach mode, it is a mode where you fight an AI or a friend, or the AI is your friend, and you run really fast and then dive or hurdle over sticks in order to do beach competitions. Winning is not how you get that achievement, Bob. You need to get 35,000 points in order to win. You can win with 30. The 35,000 means you are going your level of insane on tapping the buttons.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Because you've played me. You know I'm fast.
Right.
Not enough. You have to be your tier of Takahashi tier in order to tap fast. So I set up frame perfect inputs. Because where the fuck wouldn't I? Like, it's...
Yeah, right? Like, it's just a matter of
I still have to
press.
do the dive and the hurdle and everything else, but they literally need frame perfect inputs to get that high of a score. It's insane.
It's very smart. Very smart people.
And anyways, I guess Air Guys gives you something for that, so it's fair. And this is the tier this shit is, Bob. I'm going to read the name of the fucking achievement that drove, like, I thought it was hilarious. And it's such an audacious achievement, Bob, like, name, that I had people on Blue Sky be like, no, it is you. The achievement for win 10 times in a row in the battle panel mode says, don't blame me, it's content.
That's funny.
By the way, I was wrong. It was 2,400. 2396 retro score, 100 fucking points. Anyways, hey, Chris, you should play that mode. You got this. You could be really good at Battle Othello.
Rather not. Do you have to get the leg? Is that one of the achievements, to get the leg?
Yes, because you have to get the good and bad ending as Han Daehan. So you have to get the leg as him specifically. For people who don't know, the final optional super boss in Air Guys is the beast that eats Han Daehan's leg, and that's why he has a robot leg that shoots rockets, which is real cool. That dude has 2 endings. Cloud has 0. Sephiroth has an AMV. It's not an ending. It just plays clips from Final Fantasy VII while playing One Winged Angel.
But yeah,
That's
getting
dope.
the leg is super insane because during the credits, you're in an arena with like a super beast. It looks like Battle Cat from He-Man, basically.
Yeah, like
And
from hell.
So you have so you have to push these boxes off a ledge, and each one contains a knife, and then you have to throw each of those knives at it to kill it before the credits end, and then it will drop his leg, and you have to go over and pick up the leg, and then you get his good ending.
Yep. And like the thing is, it does insane damage, so it will kill you in very few hits. And this game is not Power Stone. It does not control well in 3D at all. Getting your character to do these fine angles is a nightmare. And they want you to jump up on a low pedestal with barely any ground around the box, push the box off and into the enemy via kicking or whatever. And you better not kick it into a corner or it's done. You don't get to try again.
Yeah, I never managed to get the good ending as a child. I tried many times because I owned it, and it's like, no.
So I actually, when I started doing the stream, over on No Slam, I got it and I was like, wow, Kid Me was really bad at this. And I did it like 13 times or something, but there were a couple where shit just went wrong. A box ends up in a corner and it's like, fucking cool, game. And after doing this, after beating the game as every character, some of which multiple times because there was a power outage on my second stream. So I didn't remember which characters it saved me beating as because, of course, the emulator turned off. So I beat it multiple times as certain characters because I couldn't figure that out. At the very end of all of that, Chris, I go look at a thing and it says, yeah, hit these buttons to pick up the box. And I'm like, you can pick,
what?
You can pick up the fuck. It's like L2, R2, and square.
The
I know,
Air
right?
Gates control scheme is a true mystery.
Anyways, that game's really great. I had a super awesome time with it. I even had an awesome time with the brand new quest mode, which for people who are like, What is the deal with this game? It's a 3D fighter made by the people who made Toe Ball and the Bouncer. It's late PS1 and it has Final Fantasy VII characters in it. But it has
And
an RPG.
somehow Toe Ball controls worse.
It's true.
Much worse.
It's true. I'm very excited.
I tried to boot up the quest mode in Toe Ball once, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and aren't all these made by the original creator of Tekken
Yes, and Virtua Fighter.
and Virtua Fighter?
Yeah, he came over. He did Virtua Fighter 1, Tekken 1 and 2 is what chat was saying, and I think they're right on that. And then Harada takes over with 3. Anyways, and then he came and made Toe Ball 1, Toe Ball 2. The thing is, like, Toe Ball 1 is a game that for me growing up, I was like, ooh, it's like really early PS1. So yeah, it controls like fucking shit when they try to make a dungeon mode out of this fucking fighting game that's an early PS1 game. It's like so many tiers of, dude, this is fucked. This is fucked. We're so fucked. But yeah, this Final Fantasy VII fighter with the goofy, funny mini games, it has a really cool mode that's like an RPG mode. It's procedurally generated floors in a 20-floor dungeon where you have a stat system. You have stats that grow every time you level up, and what you eat affects your lipids, proteins, carbs, and that changes your gains per level.
I forgot I had that. That's hilarious.
It's got like 14 different gods that can give your weapons and armor blessings, and then you can sacrifice things at altars in hopes of doing that. There's a blacksmith in town.
Has materia.
You can melt down your shit into the next shit. It doesn't necessarily, well, it does have materia, you're right. But you can use the blacksmith to melt, like, say you want to keep this good stat weapon that you just got, but you want the blessings from your last thing. If you have a beer or a sake, you can give that to the blacksmith and he'll melt it into the new thing so you keep the blessing. Because that's how deities feel about shit. If you melt the new thing and put it on or melt the old thing and put it on the new thing, they're blessing that now. Why do they care? Fuck them. And then there are materia, which you get throughout the game. Let me tell you, the number one disappointment, there are 2 disappointments with this RPG mode called Brand New Quest and Air, guys. One is the materia. The materia feels like, because there's 2 ways to use the materia, you can equip 2 at a time. There's the basic and the ultra magic. Basic is you just hitting the button and it does a spell, and it costs 1 magic stone. The ultra is you have to charge it, so it's like, it takes this long. You go, and then you can use it. And so imagine you're in a room full of enemies, and they need to not hit you for that long.
Yeah.
I feel like the materia never really works out spectacularly in a way that makes me feel like this was great. Like, what an upgrade. I ended up using one of the first materia you get until the end of the game because of that. Because there are certain enemies that can only die to magic. They only take 1 damage if you punch them. So you need a practical, quick magic that can just hit them. So I use the electric one the whole game, sadly. Ugh. Then there's a cool meteor materia, and you can use that as an ultra magic. It just starts summoning meteors down, right? It's like, oh, this is sick. And I used it the first time, and it decimated all these enemies. I'm like, awesome, this is great. Then I went on a real trip into the dungeon with that as my ultra magic. Used it once. It started hitting me and it did damage. And I'm like, oh shit, it hits me too? Oh fuck, I have completely misunderstood the proposition.
Wow.
Yeah. So the number 2 disappointment, and you might know, I'm playing the spoilers music, is the ending. I'm going to spoil the ending for the giant RPG mode. And error, guys, if that was on your to-do list and you want to be disappointed, because there's no other way this is going for you. Let me be clear. You want to be disappointed after spending 9 or so hours playing it. Skip this part of the podcast. Chris?
Yeah.
It's a fucking text crawl that is 1 paragraph that is terribly written on a black screen, no new art, no nothing. Then it pops up game over and throws you to the title.
That's really funny.
I was...
It's like an arcade. That's hilarious.
Thank God.
Maybe if you beat it on hard mode, you get a real ending.
Well, I actually... I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, but I am gonna beat it on hard mode because hard mode's interesting. I assumed hard mode would have been we scaled up the difficulty of the monsters, we made the durability on your weapons worse, etc.
Yeah.
No. The hard mode removes the town entirely, Chris. You spawn in the dungeon.
That I don't really see how that's completable.
So it does seem
Maybe if you really know every mechanic in that game.
It does seem slightly more generous with drops, and I will be honest, the town was mostly useful because of my insane tech to power level in the dungeon mode on Air Guys. Hey, if you're gonna play Air Guys, here's a cool gamer tip. There are 3 entrances to the dungeon. First floor, 6th floor, 13th floor. You can use them immediately. 13th floor as well. Do not use that. Go to the 6th floor entrance, kill an enemy, and just leave the screen. You will gain levels like mad. The shop in town that sells you equipment scales to your level. Meaning, you go in there, you beat up 1 guy, leave, heal for free at the end, go back in, beat up 2 guys, you're gaining insane levels, and he will sell you unbelievably good shit. And you can afford it because they give you 400 gil at the beginning. So that will make your ass soar through a shitload of the floors in this game. This is a good game. It's a really fun RPG. Honestly, it's a really fun mode. A lot of people who are watching the stream were like, I kind of am way more interested in playing this than the fighting game part of this game. Which is fair. I think it's great. I'm excited to do a hard mode run because, as I said, like, aside from that power leveling gimmick, it doesn't hit me as too essential to use the town at all. You only play as 1 character now, too.
Okay.
Yeah, which helps because, oh my god, the normal quest mode on Air Guys.
Hope you left good gear back in the room. Hope you knew that was going to happen.
Also, there's no chest to put your equipment, so you're just leaving.
Yeah, you just throw it on the fucking floor.
On the floor.
Jesus.
Yeah, the blacksmith's fucking hut. I had 7 beers lying on the floor of. Oh, and Claire's just flat out better than Koji, by the way, because Koji gets 2-handed weapons. They swing too slow, and the stats only scale up as high as Claire's. Claire's is a single-handed weapon, so she gets a shield, does just as much damage, and her combo is fast. Anyways, Bob, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I was always disappointed you couldn't play as more characters in that mode. Like, those 2 are okay, but I kind of wanted to play as anyone else from the game, like the Yo-Yo Girl.
It's kind of weird that
that
they didn't at least make the Final Fantasy VII characters playable. Like, it's an RPG mode.
Right.
That is interesting. I actually never really had that thought because in my brain I was like, this is the story of Koji and Claire. And there's like not enough money there clearly already.
There was no story there, so maybe if there was, I would have been.
That's not true.
tricked.
There's an intro and it's got lots of text and oh my god, it's brutal how much that intro wants to talk. Kid Me was so right to skip all of that fucking text. It is because like a little bit of its story. It's about let's say 6 paragraphs, maybe a little bit less of story at the beginning there. And then you get what I have to assume was 14 fucking paragraphs in a row, almost only in 1 dialogue that is explaining every mechanic in the game.
Wow.
So anyway, I see Meadow B in chat saying, I would have snapped the disc in half because of that ending. Yeah, God bless retro achievements. If I had gone through that is the worst ending of a video game I have ever streamed. And chat was like, worse than Clive Barker's Jericho? And I'm like, yes. Because there's no money. There's no good writing. It sucks. Worse than Zombie U? Yes. I don't want to spend 9 hours in an RPG mode and then the ending is just that level of not trying and garbage.
You're dead. Your friends are dead. Your pets are being skinned alive. You fail at life. You're going to hell. Fuck you.
That would have been a better ending.
What is this, Devil Man?
Anyway, I am going to go back and do the hard mode because I really enjoy the dungeon. The only problem with the retro achievements on that is that And I thought this was fascinating. Chris, there are secret rooms on almost every floor in that game. And the way you find them is if you have a double room size hallway that just goes straight, either vertical on the map or horizontal on the map, and you bomb the dead center, you will reveal a secret room if it's one of the correct hallways.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there's like a nice rhyme and reason to it, so I'm not bombing every wall in the game. There are something like 15 secret bosses in that game, but I was so strong every time. It would be the equivalent of be like, okay, chat, this is a hallway. Let's see if there's a secret room. I dropped the bomb. Secret room revealed. I'm like, okay, the music dropped out. That means this is a secret boss. I enter a room with a green orangutan, and I beat him to death in 2 hits. And then the achievement pops.
Yeah, it's an RPG mode, but it's really just about becoming strong.
Like
that's the entire appeal of it.
I'm so excited.
Even more so than other RPGs.
I'm so excited to do Evergrace again for retro achievements.
Yeah.
I love being strong. But the problem with this mode is that it randomly rolls the floors, and it can literally not roll every secret boss on a playthrough. So there are 3 secret bosses I didn't get.
That's messed up.
It sucks. It sucks really bad. One of these floors was a floor that had 3 fucking secret bosses possible. I got 2 of them. It's fucking wild. It's wild. Anyways, Guys, really fun. Having an awesome time getting the retro achievement set. I honestly thought I would never master it just because of the battle panel thing.
Right.
You really, really have to understand what you're doing and fire constantly on a level that's kind of insane. And you're battling RNG on top of that. Because again, it takes a random open square on the map and at any point just puts garbage there. Which means there's a scant possibility that you just get shut down. Just, oh, you were running all the way across the board to place that there. By the time you got there, that's garbage, and he just did a great play. Nightmare. So yeah, I never thought I would get a fucking mastery on this, but I'm having a lot of fun, and hopefully I can get these secret bosses to spawn. Interesting thing about the RPG mode, you can save anywhere. Anywhere, at any state, you just pause the game and hit select, but there's only one save file per memory card, because it's saving every single item on the ground, and they also didn't want you rolling saves, I guess. I don't know. Scary roguelike mystery dungeon games be mean.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of funny that my first one of these type of games I've beaten is the fucking brand new quest mode in Guys, instead of, say, Azure Dreams or Sheer the Wanderer, any number of these.
Odyssey,
right?
any of those.
Well, Etrian Odyssey is like at least the first-person dungeon explorer to more... Like, it's still going for the same thing from a generation level, but it kind of comes off as closer to Eye of the Beholder type RPG because you have a party, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always just been so much in the same place in my mind that I never separate those as 2 separate genres. They're just like a slight different branch of the same exact thing.
But yeah, it's just wild for this mode to be the first one of those. I always assumed it would be Azure Dreams. I need to fucking play. I need to play Azure Dreams on stream. For people who don't know, that's... So, the PS1 was a really great time for people who liked Pokemon and Pokemon-like things. Because there were just games where it's like, yeah, you raise this monster. It's like, fuck yeah, I love that shit. We need to get back to that.
Like you're some kind of rancher.
Yeah, like you're some sort of monster rancher, I suppose. I suppose that's a fitting metaphor. Thank you, Aggro.
And then you had those kids that were into Monster Blue Cheese.
Wouldn't it be Monster Blue Cheeser? Don't you need to keep the at the end in order to... No? Okay.
No, I think that just confuses the branding.
Okay. Yeah, that would get confusing. That would...
Yeah, that is the point at which it becomes silly. I don't know why you would even consider anything like that.
Sorry. Yeah, no, of course. So anyways, Azure Dreams is like one of these Shiver the Wanderer types, but you have... Your character doesn't keep levels, the monsters do. And so you're like raising the monsters, you're equipping them with stuff, and you're making them strong enough to make it further up into the tower. I love that game, but Kid Me didn't beat games, so I didn't get very far in it. Eventually, I will be doing that. Yes, it's also a dating sim and a town builder. There's a lot of game in Azure Dreams. So I'm very excited. I'm eventually going to play that. Anyway, that is enough about retro achievements in video games that are old, that no one cares about. It's time for the Onimusha segment.
Woo!
It was Bob's birthday last Friday. Happy last Friday birthday, Bob.
Thank you.
So we played Onimusha 2. What's the subtitle on that shit?
It's just 2. That one didn't have a subtitle.
Oh, really?
Unless it did in
Oh, no,
Japan or
it does.
something.
I think it's
Yeah, I was
Samurai's Destiny.
Yeah, there we go. Because
Really?
one even has a subtitle.
Huh.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's just
thought that I-
Warlords.
I thought they just
Yes.
had Samurai Destiny to the PS5 release for some reason.
Maybe it was. I think it was maybe a situation where it was always in Japan, and then they just didn't bring it over
Oh, it
until.
might.
Oh no, it's on even the PS2 box. My bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I could've
It's,
sworn.
it's just
Yeah.
it blended in with the shirt so well.
So now, what the fuck is the subtitle of 3?
That one is
Demon Siege, I think. Yeah, it's
Demon
Demon Siege.
There we go. Anyways, we played Onimusha 2. That sure is a deeply fascinating game, and something I did not expect was the relationship system that gives you branching story moments throughout.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's. I'm sad you guys didn't have the highest relationship with Magoichi, because if you have the highest relationship with Magoichi when you're fighting Gingham Fats at the end, he just shows up and kills him instantly.
What? That's
He's like,
incredible.
I'll deal with you. Behold my new weapon, a fucking rocket launcher, and shoots him, and he despawns.
This game's incredible.
That's
Like, there's the explosion effect, and you see him do the dissolving effect that demons do in the middle of the explosion cloud.
Bob, do you remember, because I think it gives us a number for how good our relationship was with the girl. Do you remember how good it was?
It was like 80% or
Yeah,
60%,
Yeah,
something like
it
that.
was somewhere around 80 is what I remembered, which was good enough to be on most of her stuff. But at
Right.
the end of the game, she's standing there and we're getting an elevator and she gives us bedroom eyes and we just go boop and go down the elevator basically. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's kind of how it goes.
Oh.
Regardless, if
Really?
if Kotaro is the highest, he dies.
What?
Yeah, because when you're fighting Gingham Fats,
What a
Oyu gets
name.
knocked off, and then the ninja runs and picks her up and gets stabbed by him. And I think that makes his health lower for when you do the boss fight because Jubei is pissed. I don't remember. I don't remember if there's an actual gameplay
Huh.
thing. Boy, that Magoichi playing as Magoichi section sucks, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yes,
That's
that's like the worst part of the game.
so
Easily.
we ended up having to play as the girl and Magoichi, but not
You
Big Man
always have to
Japan.
play as the girl. You always have to play as the girl.
But what I was saying is, like, it felt like there was this whole thing of, like, oh, you're going to play as each of them once. But we didn't play as
Right.
the big guy, right?
It's
Yeah, we
based
didn't
on
play
your
the big guy.
relationships.
Yeah, we didn't. We
Okay.
didn't get relationships on Big Guy or Kotaro. So we
So,
didn't get to play as them.
Kotaro is funny because there's 4 of those demon realms. 2 of them are in his scenario and you have to do them.
Huh? That's
Oh.
funny.
huh.
There's like, yeah, he's definitely well equipped for this. It's like kind of seems like a really lame ninja. I don't think that we should use them for this.
Yeah.
His magic, I think, is the best of the playable characters. Because it's the one where he leaves a decoy and becomes invisible, so you can just wail on enemies and they can't do shit to you.
Ooh.
Huh?
I mean, they can if they hit you. You just have to get behind them and they won't notice you pounding on them.
Right.
So, we've streamed Onimusha 1 and 2 now. And with the new Onimusha coming out this year, you realize what we need to stream next, right?
What's that?
Blade Warriors.
I also don't think that your Onimusha 1 stream is up on your VOD archive.
Ah. Okay. Well, I'll try to fix that.
Because I
Yeah,
went
yeah.
looking like, how did Bob deal with the do this slider puzzle or die segment with the room filling with water?
I have some guesses
mean,
how
it
Bob
Seems like you
dealt
had
with
2
that.
choices.
Yeah, it's true. It only could have gone one of 2 ways.
Was that one?
Yeah,
That's
one.
what he's saying.
Two,
Okay, that
two
was-
just has the raise the shutter to escape before you die.
Hmm.
What were you going to say, Bob?
I was just saying that was so long ago. I can't remember.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, that stream was a little while ago. Just a little bit. But yeah, I'll look into the VOD situation if I can remember after this. I've been streaming so much retro achievement stuff. I'm going to take the tiniest break as I do maintenance stuff, and maybe, I don't know, play one of the 9 games on my fucking Goaty backlog.
Yeah, maybe you'll have time for that sometime during the summer of gaming that's happening very soon.
Yeah, we'll just put it in a box in the corner, so during every fucking event, you just can see video only. Noelle is checking out. Mina comes out in an hour. Yeah, Bob, you excited for that game you backed years ago to come out in about an hour?
Let me see if they sent the code yet. There have been delays on the PS5 codes.
Yeah, it was PS5 US, and Chris, you were saying Switch Japan?
Switch to Japan.
Yeah.
Switch to Japan.
Yeah. Still nothing.
Matto
Yeah, still nothing from me either.
Matto, Matto got the code. It was Switch to US. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob. You should have chosen the Switch.
Maybe
4 years ago, you should have predicted that you would want the Switch version because the Switch 2 would be out by now. Because they would delay the game that long.
They actually sent a survey like only a month ago or so to make sure it's the right version.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if they knew they had problems, they should just send another code. Like at least just show me the Steam code or something.
They could do that.
My guess is they probably don't see that sort of thing coming until it's too late.
Right.
Yeah, they did say it was technical issues.
Right.
I don't know what the hell that means.
The hand tracking stuff, it can be pretty good. Sometimes it's a little inaccurate, but it seems excellent at just showing that I'm typing.
Yes. And you don't need to do the full on this.
No, it's good enough where I really can just be sitting here doing this. Sure thing, Dr. Agro. We're going to put me at a fucking receptionist desk. Sure thing,
God.
Mr. A.
Onimusha 2 is so crazy. Like, how many times did we get a mystical robot thing that let us ride back to town, but did basically nothing else?
We finished what is basically the first major trip in the game. We're going to a mine, we're fighting through some stuff, and eventually we just find a mechanical horse, and it's just like, you should insert the Orb of Hope or some shit. It lights up and charges us back to town, and then we just leave it in a stall.
Yeah, just a regular, like where you keep all the other horses.
That is definitely like a sign that you're on ancient Japanese peyote.
You never engage with it again.
Yeah,
it's just sitting in that stall for the rest of time.
This is as far as
that's not really happening. You are demon high.
As far as I can remember, this is the absolutely most tokusatsu Onimusha there is. Like they even hired the guy who did like Kaider and stuff for the enemy designs.
No,
and
Bob, it's
designs.
not Toku because I don't like things that I like being inspired by things I don't like or haven't engaged with, and now will obstinately not engage with. Keita Amemiya, right? That is the name of the dude. Yeah, you can tell he designed some of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, his design.
Yeah, you can kind of easily tell.
Uh-huh. Dude might as well be wearing a hat that says, I was designed by Keita Amemiya.
I kind of, every time I beat a boss, I kind of expected an explosion to happen behind him and then he'd fall over in front of it.
and then our dude just dabs.
Yes. Like it's so funny that it switches tones wildly. Like the beginning of the game almost feels like Onimusha 1, where it's like very serious. Yagyu's, the main character's village, has been ransacked and everyone's killed.
And his mom's a snake.
Yes. Then we go into the whole thing of like your snake mom shows up and she tells you that she's your mom. And then you go to a random village and start making friends with random other characters in the village and having goofy sequences and trying to build up relationships by giving them gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, like your village is burned down. You need to move on with your life, grow some new relationships.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to get revenge. And then you just end up at a bar with a fat dude and you're like, hey, do you like this book? And he's like, you idiot, I'm illiterate. And now you're not as good of friends.
Yeah, then he's like, well, I like getting drunk. Oh, that whiskey was too fancy for me. I hated that.
Yeah, just use a guide because a lot of it you'll never guess.
Right. Yeah, that's what you find out pretty quickly.
And the thing that sucks is that a lot of the gifts are randomly given when you give someone else a gift.
Mhm.
So I think only 4 of the 10 books that you need to make that book set for Magoichi are like static. The other 6 you have to randomly get from drops.
Great.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's so weird. I really like this one. I don't think the new game's gonna be anything like this one, unfortunately.
I don't know. It seems to be a direct sequel to the old ones.
I mean, but this one's so different from the other ones even.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably won't have a relationship system, although it might.
It might. They did advertise having actual characters in the last trailer or something. Like, oh yeah, there's a ton of characters we have. Which is always worrying. Like, one of the worst things about Capcom games is that because they go for such high fidelity now, it feels like they can have very few characters. So I always enjoy having more than 3.
Here's the thing, though, Bob. I think we can both agree that's a better situation to be in than the Western studio equivalent of, well, our character creator engine can make so many characters, so you remember almost none of them.
Absolutely, it's better than that. Yeah.
But I do agree. I do like a little bit of a larger cast than, 4 or 5 people. Maybe we could get to
Like
7?
there's an old man with a demon gauntlet who might be Samanosuke. We just don't know.
We just don't know. I think it's funny that it's like Samanosuke. Before this stream, I had not experienced Onimusha 2 really. Bob just showed me the cool, which holy shit. Bob was like, this is the coolest water I've ever seen in a video game. I come over, it's not even real-time water. And I'm like, oh, I was expecting like a real-time water like puddle system where you splash and stuff. I mean, it looks really nice, but it's literally, it's cool and all, but I didn't expect it to be so pre-rendered. Turns out, playing through the game this time, I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's just footage. They filmed a beach and made a pre-rendered beach to line up with it. That's
really
brilliant. Good. The only problem is they should have had, and obviously it's a limitation. They should have had more frames of the water. So that way it would be less obviously a super short. Like, chat's literally watching it and they're like, it's just a GIF? I'm like,
yes,
that's very reductive
really
of you.
fancy gift.
It's an incredibly high-end animated picture, which I guess you could say is a GIF. But it would be so cool to see somebody do this same tech now.
Yeah.
Because you really could. In fact, it would probably be way easier now than it was then in a number of ways. But that shit was really cool.
Gorgon Dantas. He's your rival throughout this game. He's very goofy. I enjoy all the cutscenes with him. He's the best demonic swordman in existence or whatever.
Or he's not.
Instead,
he's just a fucking cheater.
Yes. Finding out after doing 2 battles and wasting a lot of health potions that, no, he's just invincible. He instant blocks everything. You have to lose these fights. I'm like, man, maybe this isn't the best idea.
But it's to show you how cool he is. Anyways, Aggro, can you tell that Keita Amamiya may have designed this man?
Certainly not.
I like his armor nipples. They're very funny.
Yeah.
That's the source of his power. I'm just gonna leave Gogandantis back there for the rest of this.
God, yeah, the reveal that he just has a spell so that he has a literal shield and can't be hit is hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's the way you do, like, this boss is impossible to beat. You go the whole game being like, damn, this guy's really good, and then you just find out, no, he's cheating. Play the instrument and break his barrier.
I think my favorite thing is, and I think it's in Blade Warriors, he's just like, the story you humans tell about Odysseus, that's me. I was Odysseus.
Oh, that's cool.
I did all that.
That's sick.
It's great.
He's probably lying, but that's sick.
Some immaculate line reads in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished transferring my power to this golden evil statue, which is referred to in all in-game documents as the golden evil statue.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
great. They literally have, like, Resident Evil style, the text log you pick up from the fucking sycophant that works under Nobunaga, who's just like, we finished his fucking awesome giant golden evil statue.
It's incredible. Every one of those text drops is written like modern day English. Like they're not trying to sound old timey in the least. It kind of half of them sound like somebody upset at their boss. It's really good.
It's really fucking funny.
I think if there's anything else really notable about Onimusha 2, I want to make sure people know about. You should go play it. I assume, Chris, did you play it on emulator? Because we played
Because I wanted retro achievements.
Yeah, but the new version has some weird AI upscaling on the backgrounds. It does not look great sometimes. I assume the best way is probably just doing the emulator at this point.
Probably.
It looks just as impressive on an emulator.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
I bet it looks
You're still
better.
looking at the models and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. PS2 had some really good model work.
Mm-hmm.
And something else they do is pre-rendered video footage. Is like the fat dude cries, and they have like pre-rendered tears for him. It looks like really real.
So, like, they lock his face in basically, and then just streaming textured like tears. It's really crazy. It honestly reminded me of Siren on PS2, where they had the hyper realistic faces.
Mhm.
It's so neat. What a fucking neat video game. So, Bob,
Yeah,
are you excited for the new Onimusha?
of course.
Wow.
I know, wild. You would
As
never
is my
guess.
fate.
I would
There's a new
never.
samurai game coming out. I'll buy it.
You're
I don't
making
know.
that? I'll buy that. And you know I'm not lying because I bought Samurai Dough or whatever the fuck that one was called, the one from Acquire that was really budget in Diablo.
Oh,
Yeah, what the fuck was that called?
I don't remember.
It wasn't called Samurai Dough. What was it called? It was called something. Anyway, you did buy that.
I did buy that. I bought Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah. Yeah. The
I
gaming
bought
industry.
Seven Samurai 20XX.
The
I bought
gaming-
Musashi Samurai Legends.
The gaming industry is really disappointing us by not giving me enough vampire games or games where you, in fact, are a nightmare princess and kill people who wander into your castle. And they're not giving you enough ninja and samurai games.
Right, they stopped for years, but in the last few, I've finally gotten some to buy.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, they're never going to bring back Tecmo's Deception because they're stupid.
Oh, they will. They will. The indomitable spirit of Japan-loving nightmare princesses will serve me again. But it will probably be based on a VTuber this time. VTuber.
That'd work.
Yeah, there's just a VTuber killing everyone who shows up.
Right?
That would fucking whip.
Oh my God.
She
Like,
has to
it-
bid the watch from her
Jesus
apartment.
Christ. Like, there's no wrong answer about who you pick for that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me, man. If you get Iron Mouse to voice Tecmo's Deception, I'll buy two.
That'd be sick. Bob, is there anything else you want to say about Onimusha 2 or maybe the franchise before we move on?
I also played Dawn of Dreams.
Chris, is there anything you want to say about 1 or 2 before we move on
No,
to Dawn of Dreams?
I got through it. But I do
Bob,
want to
you-
hear about Dawn of Dreams.
Bob, Buried Savage showed up in our chat to be
Uh-huh.
upset about how broken and garbage the final boss is in Dawn of Dreams, as you could like fall through the floor or some shit.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I played 3 hours of this. I did not get to the final boss.
Worth noting, this game is produced by, and I think it's produced and not directed, but Yoshinori
so.
Ono.
Hmm.
This is like this Chaos Legion, then this, and then the man gets Street Fighter 4 because no
Yeah.
one else wanted it. Anyways, Bob, how did Dawn of Dreams go?
So I booted it up. I noticed it's supposed to have retro achievements.
Okay.
It does not, though. What's happening? They've done retro achievements for the Japanese version.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Why?
The English version increased the enemy health on everything
Capcom?
by like twofold, like an obscene
Capcom?
amount.
Why are you why do you keep doing that? You did it with X7, you did it with Devil May Cry 3. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Who told Capcom Americans love challenge?
We love
Luckily,
cheeseburgers. Totally different thing.
Very
right,
different
definitely
thing.
very different.
In fact, they don't even like trying for cheeseburgers. They want to show up at a fast food place and get a cheeseburger.
They'll eat even the worst cheeseburger.
It's true.
But luckily, in the Japanese version, you can just change everything back to English. So it's not an issue. You can even play with the dub with the English dub.
Oh wow.
Well, that's nice of them.
That's crazy.
Right.
So wait. The Retro Achievements person had a specific preference on what version you played of a game, and it was smart and good.
Right, weird, isn't it?
By the way, they force you to play the first revision of Star Fox. You don't get to play the 2 later revisions that some people say runs better, and other people note that the soft lock has been removed and other things. And it's like, why are we doing this version then? What are we doing?
That's bizarre.
What are we doing?
Other things that changed.
Uh-huh.
There's an intro that's like a music video with a J-pop or J-rock song. It's like the guys just licensed it because what plays instead when you boot the game up in the English version?
Yeah.
It's just the opening, which you'll play again when you start the game.
Wow. Not even an E3 trailer, which is what they tended to do. Huh.
Right, yeah, that would take any amount of work. They just like play the opening, doesn't matter. It's like, dude, that means I just watched this twice.
That's kind of interesting because that would be the predecessor to the Street Fighter 4 choice of Indestructible.
Yeah, I was thinking how it honestly reminded me a lot of what they did with Devil May Cry 5 was having that opening or that hide song for some of the trailers. Like something about it just came off as very similar. But of course, that's like 20 years later.
Are you talking about the Japanese artist Hide?
Yeah, it's HYDE. I thought it was.
Is it HY? I thought it was HIDE.
It is spelled that way, but I think it is Hide.
Yeah, everyone I ever knew who was into it pronounced it Hide.
Yeah, but that was the last time I heard it said out loud was by girls in high school. So
I know, right? That's the last time I heard it too.
Okay, Hide fans in chat, out yourselves right now. Anyway.
But yeah, that's just funny. A lot of funny little things. I think this game is still like it's not like an Onimusha at all.
Mm-hmm.
It feels super different.
Yeah.
I still kind of enjoy it, but it's like a very much lower grade style game. Like
it's so much less money than 3. 3 has a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. In all the levels, like you don't get to feel like you're exploring something larger. It is very much level sort of game. It has a weird focus on doing switching characters. So you bring 2 characters in a level and you can swap between them, and they have different abilities to get in different parts of the level. So the thought is you replay levels a lot to go back and find stuff you missed the first time through. And it just feels a lot cheaper in general because of that. Also has a bizarre thing where it has 2 intros, and I feel like the first intro is really bad. Because I think what it's doing is jumping forward in the timeline so you can do something cool, which involves fighting a bunch of gigantic demons in a city that's being invaded. But they don't want to have any story happen there, so you just like fight one giant demon, and then it kind of flashes to some other stuff, and then it jumps to the present day, which I believe is a year before that. And you get a real intro where you know what character you're playing is, and they're introducing things about him and the universe, and it's like, why does it have 2 of these?
Okay,
Bob. The dangers of out-of-order storytelling.
Bob, I've done the research.
Mm-hmm.
First off, Hyde, Hyde, is pronounced Hyde for the artist. However, it is a nickname for his full name, which is Hideto. So it is pronounced like Hyde, but he replaced the I with the Y and then said Hyde. And for the people in chat asking, yes, the guy from Larkin CL, which I probably ruined the pronunciation of as well, but we're not going to worry about it.
Also, this game's already kind of like screwing up the timeline. Like, I don't think Ono even looked at how those games went.
Oh, one last note. Haido, technically, not height. Anyways, you think Ono maybe didn't fucking notice some things that are a little weird? Bob, would you like to tell them?
This game plays at most 25 years after Onimusha 2. One of the characters on your team is Jubei's granddaughter.
20 years.
Granddaughter.
20 years.
That's enough time.
Is she an infant?
No, she's like 13.
What?
Maybe he already had a kid because he was 44 in Onimusha 2.
Right? Like, that's the only possible explanation. Also, in Onimusha 2, it's very clear, you are actually descendant of the Oni.
Yes.
And you have Oni powers. Mm-hmm. Like, you can stuff that into your hand. For some reason, in this one, his granddaughter is like, yeah, that our clan can fight them using the Genma, using the Yagyu sword. As if that's the idea for why they can fight these demons.
But it's not.
That's not
yet, what happened in that game at all.
And to give her like a demon eye and haven't explained it yet, I assume that's still going to be with the Oni blood, but why did you feel need to write this Yagyu sword thing and then have to use any sword she wants seconds later? It's all very weird.
Wonder why they dropped the numbering scheme. Did they do that in Japan? Does it say 4
I
in
think
Japan,
it's called Shin. I think it's called Shin.
It's called Shin. So it's supposed to be like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Wow.
Also it feels like they go for a more like generic sort of like shonen anime sort of sense to it. Like, I feel like the main character's kind of riffing on Ichigo a bit.
Kurosaki?
Yes.
That was the style at the time.
It was. So it kind of just fit in smoothly with that and doesn't feel as like choosing a real actor gave a very different tone to those original games. Like, they definitely felt more like grounded. Even if they were doing really goofy Toku stuff. And if you're interested in playing the game but don't want to play the game, this is still up. I went checked it out because I saw this on Crunchyroll years ago. You can watch all of the cutscenes they've turned into a movie. It's on Crunchyroll.
Why is that on Crunchyroll? That's insane.
I don't know. Let me see if I can figure out when they hosted it, because I remember that being like a decade ago.
Is that producer at Capcom at the time? Was it Kobayashi or Okamoto? Yeah, it was Kobayashi.
I think it was Kobayashi.
Yeah, Okamoto left way earlier. Do you think this is his doing?
Maybe?
Because that's the dude responsible for so many bad Capcom projects we had to watch.
Right? But yeah, it's a 2-hour and 1-minute video. It does not tell me when it was posted.
Speaking of which, a lot of people...
2014. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, great. A lot of people have been surprised because they didn't listen to the latest Gamers Go to the Movies, where we talk about that Devil May Cry season came out a while ago, and we didn't watch it, and we're not reviewing it because no one cares, including
true,
but not limited to us.
Yeah, right. There's a part of my brain that wants to watch it because it's something Devil May Cry related, but I shouldn't hurt myself.
Yeah. I mean, if you ultimately find yourself failing and you have to watch it, I'll watch it with you, but we're not doing fucking content on it.
Right.
Because look at these other two. Do they deserve to suffer because of your lack of moral fiber? No. But I do. So.
Clearly.
Whatever.
I feel like nobody deserves to suffer through that dickhead shit.
I mean, it's true. I see in
like
chat,
he literally turned Devil May Cry into the OK Games Expo. OTK Games Expo.
I see in chat Mugen no Ken saying, Bob, I watched it. Don't. True Storm says, I miss chugging bleach. We've been very clear that's coming back very soon.
Yes, right.
You literally could not list one other podcast series that wouldn't make more sense to say that about right now. Hint.
Did you know that
We're
show's coming back? Like the Bleach the anime is going back soon?
And that's the show we're syncing it up with because that's the show where we watch that show. Did you know?
Many layers of show.
I miss it regardless. Yes, and I miss Cookout, but I'm eating Cookout in like 3 hours, so it's fucking absurd for me to say it.
I think that's all I have to say about Dawn of Dreams. It's weird. It's a really weird game. Oh yeah, they added a thing where you would when you do your magic attack, you can then time an X or a square button attack. So you do the E-Sen after it automatically, which is E-Sen's the instant kill based technique that you do from a counterattack.
Yeah.
And they also gave a huge skill tree to every character, so you level them up individually, which I like. But I know that I'm weird. It's like, no, I want to fill out. I like. There's actual regular levels where you're just getting more powerful from leveling up. Then you get a skill point. You get to assign that into the categories. And if you assign enough skill points in each category, it unlocks more categories. And then there's equipment that can all be leveled up using the souls you pick up. It's like they went so hard in on the action RPG stuff that it's a better action RPG than basically Square Enix ever put out. But yeah, it's like I think it's 5 characters, something, maybe 4 by the end of it. So you'll be leveling up all of them, and it's weird. It's a weird game.
Yeah. No, that one always struck me as a weird game. You can look at it, it just does not look like any other Onimusha in the way it operates, how it's made, and countless other things. I'm really fascinated and hope we get to stream that, before the new one comes out.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's as good a one to stream because it's so long.
Oh,
I guess
really?
at least if do the Japanese version will be shorter because of the health
Right.
thing. And now I know a lot of things about it, so I'm back up to speed and can get through the first parts a lot faster.
That always helps.
There's a really annoying puzzle at the very beginning that I totally forgot existed, but I remembered being stuck at it.
Mm-hmm.
Back then. There's basically no puzzles in this game. But at the end of level 1, there's a bunch of stone lanterns in one room. And you're supposed to just know to attack all of them, and that unlocks a key. Like it spawns a key in that room. And there is a clue of read this text log that's sitting next to them, but I didn't read the text log because I didn't care. It seemed like it was just being going to be a text, more like flavor text, not like, oh, do this in this room. So I didn't read that. So then I looked up later on YouTube, like, okay, what did you even do? Because I explored the entire rest of the level and didn't find out what to do. So that was fun. I think that's all I have to say about Dawn of Dreams. I did boot up Onimusha Blade Warriors, which I have a physical copy of too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see if it had retro achievements and stuff. It does not. It's the only Onimusha game without it, which is funny.
Dude, fucking, that's so upsetting because DreamMix TV World Fighters has fucking retro achievements. That was a part of a retro achievement event last year that I was too busy to commit to in the least. That game's way worse.
Yeah, of course. This game is a lot worse than I remembered. I was like, I remember it not being good. I remember being pretty bad, but this is really rough.
Yeah, both of these games are way beneath Stadium DON, or even the PS2 Naruto games. That's the pecking order. Those two, Stadium DON, Naruto game on PS2. Speaking of which, what was the name of that again? Was that Ultimate Ninja? Is that technically the first 2 of that series?
Right, I think it was Ultimate Ninja,
Okay.
and then in Japan it was called like Ninja Ultimate or something. They fused the word ninja and ultimate in a very funny way.
Yes, they in fact Luppy did that, I believe.
Or maybe it was Narutimate. I think it was Narutimate Hero. A lot of people chat us saying Narutimate. Okay.
That's terrible.
No, that's incredible. They should have kept it.
No, that's So anyway,
but we need to play that because that explains a vital character's death between games, I believe.
Oh, we need to play Blade Warriors. Okay. All right.
I'm not actually now. I'm like that might have just come up in a text log in 3. They might not actually have a reference in Blade Warriors to it happening.
Pretty funny. Yeah, no, that sounds good. I of course want to stream Blade Warriors if we're going to stream a bunch of Onimusha games. Blade Warriors is funny and not enough people appreciate it. We need to make sure to get a save file where we can play as Zero.
Yeah, that's probably something we need a save file for, not because grinding it out probably sucks.
Yeah,
But
probably.
you know what? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you look it up. Is it okay if I move on?
Yeah.
I just need to show people something real quick. This is just a little bit of a self-indulgent psyop. As I said, I got the full mastery on the game Run Saber. Run Saber's really fucking cool. It's like Strider on the Super Nintendo. That's a dope-ass video game. You play as what is basically like a replicant. And see, it's Run Saber, which is like Blade Run. Yeah, see, it's... Anyway, so it's like Strider if it was Blade Runner, but also... I can't remember the... Oh, Bubblegum Crisis. So it's like all three of these things, but a video game, and it's really cool. Here's an ad for the Japanese version of the game. This game didn't come out in Japan. I don't know why. It is so cool and so Japanese.
Yeah.
Never came out in Japan.
I knew that from an earlier stream. I didn't know they also made promotional art and then just didn't release it.
Yeah, there's a fucking Super Famicom ad for it. So we get the cool full-size character key art.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this game's really great. These character designs are super cool. Each one has like a different fucking super move. Sheena, the girl there, shoots like ice particles out, and it's really fucking neat. The guy summons like a cool fucking green dragon, and it looks super neat. And yeah, I think it's a really excellent video game. More people should give it a chance. Here's this stage 2 boss, which is crazy cool. She summons like a line of fire demons to run along the bottom of the frame in order to do damage to you. And it's really cool. But the interesting thing is, they're apparently in the prototype, they had a different idea with her. And she was just a lady. You could see the fire dudes a little bit in that image. But yeah, she's just a normal lady that is giant and a priestess and shooting lasers. I don't know. But yeah, no, that game's really cool.
Yeah, it's like if Strider was good at all.
That is how I've always felt about it. And man, I need to play all the way through Strider 1 and 2 again and beat the or play the NES game, but there's like no way I'm gonna think it's as good as Run Saber. Run Saber's so fucking good.
Yeah, every time I go back, because I did go back at some point and beat Strider original, it's just like, this game sucks. I wish it didn't. It has so many cool things, but it just sucks.
Yeah. It's got cool ass designs and really neat shit going on in it. It's just not as cool. Or as solid gameplay wise in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the main problem. Like the gameplay is just really rough.
Mm-hmm. So it's no surprise that that's the dude who made, I believe, Moondiver for
Right.
PS3 and 360.
So I've looked up how to get Rockman Zero.
Okay.
It's hilarious to get first you need to unlock Rockman EXE.
Yeah.
You'd think that'd be weird to do, but no, you beat the game with Sabanose Akechi, the main character.
Smart. Okay, cool. Got it.
And then you beat the game is Rockman EXE and collect all 3 Z parts. And that's what unlocks Rockman Zero. So that doesn't sound that bad, honestly.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah.
Bob, Chris, Aggro, I can't believe this. We mentioned Moondiver. 2 people in chat at the same time. Same time, Moondiver. Whoa. And I can't.
Of course.
Where's that edit?
Moondiver's too old in my brain to have been connected to that. So
Yeah.
thank you for that, chat. Thank you. Oh yeah, and the very most important thing I need to get out here, because it's kind of news, but not really. And maybe I should just mention it again lightly in the news section. The Mister has retro achievement support, hardcore retro achievement support. Currently, the hardcore support is on 3 cores. It's NES, Super NES, and Genesis. But you can play your games not on emulators anymore, so they're responsive and don't have weird glitches, and get hardcore retro achievements, which is
Neat.
so nice because I just got the Star Fox mastery, and apparently the Beast Nest core is just fucked, and that game should have been way easier. And I didn't find out until I mastered the Star Fox competition cartridge. That's when I found out. It's like, okay, so here's the deal with the Star Fox competition cartridge for people who didn't hear me talk about this on Friday stream last week. You get 4 minutes, and that's it. You need to beat as many levels as possible and score as much as you can, right? On Beast Nest, I could not get to the bonus level with over a minute of time left. I kept doing everything. I kept running it over and over. I switched cores. I changed to the SNES 9X core. I get there with 27 extra seconds my first try because it is literally running completely differently. So yeah, I'm really happy to take RetroArch and emulators out of the fucking equation and just use a mister with the game, sir. Jesus,
it makes sense that the Beast Nest car would be bad because I don't think Beast Nest itself even has retro achievement support.
No, but RetroArch is banging up the Beast Nest core to not play Star Fox.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's pounding the inherent having to modify it for retro achievement support probably fucks it up in some way.
It's really nothing to do with retro achievements. It's just RetroArch bangs up every fucking thing, and then they yeah. In fact, there's a whole thing with this that's really fucking dark that I don't want to get into. But RetroArch literally causes fucking shitloads of problems on these good emulators, and then when their shit fucks it up, they go, talk to the devs.
Cool.
And there's a really dark anecdote with that, but I don't want to get into it right now. Anyway, hopefully, the number one thing I'm hoping for right now is that the support for the N64 core happens for retro achievements, because Jesus, does N64 emulation still absolutely suck shit.
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer going to give Nintendo shit because I'm looking at everything else and going, it's really not solved here either. And that's so unfortunate. So anyways, I'm looking forward to getting more support and more cores for retro achievements. This is not for anyone who's going to go try this themselves to get their Mr. working with retro achievements. Yeah, the Saturn core is pretty good now. As I hear, it's excellent. We haven't done a test run stream, but I hear from people who care about the Saturn that the Saturn core on Mr. is really good now.
I really need to get into that because there are so many Saturn games I want to play.
There are. And now you're completely fluent in Japanese, so you can play all of the RPGs.
Definitely.
It's time. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say because of that. Sorry, Chad asked about the Saturn core and I got distracted. Anyway, it's not the main version of the Mister. You have to go get an RA modified Mister core to just swap it out for. And then for the specific emulators, you have to go swap those out for those. So I just did those 3 because the other ones are softcore supported, softcore achievements, which, hey, fun fact. If you want to play games with save states, that's fine. That's cool and all, right? That's
right.
That's you. You experience things the way you want to. Beating the battle panel mode 10 times in a row with save states is just beating a match in battle panel mode 10 times once. It is once 10 times. That is nowhere near the same achievement. So I do
and
not.
It doesn't have hardcore points, so it's not even real.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not true strength.
That's not true strength. Yeah, there are a lot of things where.
Now, I'm still going to play a lot of games on emulator because I'm going to play RPGs and hold the speed up button down.
Yes, that's where it really helps when you can fast forward through shit to really get it zooming. Because oh my god, some things. Bob, your webcam has decided you are not the subject of your. It's back.
No.
I don't know what made it decide something in your background. Is there a scary man behind you and we can't see him because of the background removal?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that's it for the Mr. segment and shilling Run Saber. Check out Run Saber. It's on the Super Nintendo. It is fucking great. Bob, you will not believe what happened to chat.
Oh, what's up?
During the Run Saber stream, I was like, nobody talks about this game. Run Saber is really great. Such a cool game. We had two different chatters go, "Oh, I know Run Saber from Game Grumps," and I'm just like, that is the least likely place I expected people to find out about this obscure Super Nintendo game.
Right?
And of course, it was like a video they did 14 plus years ago because we're talking about Game Grumps and people having watched Game Grumps. But yeah, anyway, I'm done with my talk. Actually, let's mix it up a bit. Hey, Aggro, what you been playing?
Due to a series of circumstances that have unfolded over the last couple of weeks, would you believe it? Fucking nothing of any significant amount.
Oof.
I am in the middle of like 5 different games that are not that long, and I haven't been able to finish them.
Oof.
That really was a change up from how this has been going so far during this segment. Chris, what have you been playing?
I played a bunch of shit. We already talked about Onimusha. But I streamed Spyro: A Hero's Tale.
Now, real quick, is that TAI or TAL?
TAIL.
Okay. I see.
As Tony the Tiger might say, it's dog shit.
Thank you, James
His
Rolfe.
catchphrase he uses all the time.
It sucks. The British shouldn't be allowed near collectathon franchises.
Save the game devs, but not the British game devs. Save the game devs, but not the British game devs.
So first thing that happens in this game, money bags. Starch, stuffy British butler character. He's a con man. He takes your money. He's ethnic now because the British made this game. He's Middle Eastern.
Oh?
He wears a fez and has an accent.
Like his brother or something, or is the same guy?
No, it's the same guy. The British got it, and the first thing they had to do was add racism. They didn't really understand Spyro. Like, Enter the Dragonfly sucks, and if the Enter the Dragonfly performed correctly, like it ran right, I would be very hard pressed to tell you which one was worse.
Oh.
Like,
is that one on Xbox Original?
I maybe?
I'll look it up while you talk about this. Sorry, continue.
It's like there's just all this aggravating shit. Like, they decided the game needed. First of all, now I'm gonna ask. I think I saw Noelle in chat, and considering I complained about it every 5 minutes for the entire game, she probably already knows. So I'll ask Bob and Aggro. You're making a sequel to a long-running franchise with a very clear structure. What is one thing you absolutely don't do?
Make it a roguelike.
Okay, but let's go back to before roguelikes were a real thing.
Bob?
I guess
This is at a core level. What thing at the corest level of a game do you not fuck up?
anytime we do these handoff projects, I'm not like, there's so many different vectors you could screw up at. Like, do you make a control completely wrong? That'd be my okay.
That is what it is. So they reversed the buttons for charge and breath.
Are you fucking how?
No.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know why. But they reversed it, so square is now breath and circle is now charge.
Why would you do that?
Even more infuriating. Spyro 2 and 3, you have the head slam move. You jump up in the air and you press triangle. Simple. In this, you press the charge button after double jumping. You better be right in the window where you can do it, otherwise you're going to dash off a cliff.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Yeah. Also, the double jump feels bad. It's one of those double jumps where it's like, you better hit this when we think you should. Don't be trying to delay it to extend your your horizontal movement.
That's what's good about double jumps.
Which isn't that bad because the glide is so good in this one, you can kind of use it to skip platforming. Also, Spyro can theoretically grab ledges. Theoretically.
Oh, I don't like the wording of that.
He never will when you need him to, but he can theoretically do it.
Ugh.
There's no more lives. That it feels like they made that decision to give themselves the freedom to be cruel.
Oh,
Great.
Because the first world is pretty sober. It's like fine. Worlds 3, 4, and 5 are all like so bad. Like the entire last 75% of the game is just like this downward slope as they're like, yeah, Spyro is about precision platforming. By the way, you can't turn around on a small platform because your turn radius is too wide. You'll just go off.
evil.
I don't think anybody clipped it, but there's this mechanic where you have to jump up and grab a pole and then you swing on the pole and you can jump off the pole. There's so many clips of me clipping right through it and falling to my death.
Oh, come on.
Because it is so specific where you have to touch it with what part of Spyro for you to attach to it.
I was trying to see what else these devs made. They did Sphinx in the Cursed Mummy. Also,
yep, they use the same engine.
Also,
by the way, called Engine X, and all I can think about is Food Fight.
Also, James Bond Jr. on the NES.
We were just talking about that!
Yes, we were talking about that yesterday.
Awesome.
He's a chip off the old Bond.
Yep.
So, the way this game is structured is you have a hub, you pass from the hub into the levels. It's like Jack/Tie. It's a 6-gen platformer thing where it's not a loading screen, it's like a little hallway. And the only collectibles that actually matter are light gems, of which there's 100, but you only need 40. And dark gems, which are embedded in the ground in the levels, and when you destroy them, like the level changes somehow. And those you have to destroy all of them. The levels quickly take on like a very linear structure, guiding you between these dark crystals.
Weird.
Like, it's not even as open, and like Spyro 2 and 3 get a little bit like there's a linear path through the level, and then once you do that, you can kind of go wherever. This, it doesn't feel like there's really anywhere to go. It's like a linear path with these branching side objectives you can do if you want these collectibles. Which, once I realized I didn't need them, I stopped. It's also just strange that there's a point at which you just never need gems again.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Huh. Your economy works great.
You can buy an upgrade to give you one more pip of life, which is necessary because you basically don't have hit invulnerability.
Yeah, I noticed that watching you. I was like, oh, that seems infuriatingly short for iframes.
Yep. You can have all your life destroyed in an instant.
Yep.
And then you buy the upgrade that makes the head pound create a shockwave, which lets you cheese some enemies, and that's pretty good. And you could buy keys to open chests. But there's a point where they stop putting collectibles in chests and put ammo for your breath weapon, which sucks. Now you don't need ammo to use your breath weapon.
Okay.
That's a thing where if you hit R1, you'll spit a projectile, and they're all useless.
Cool.
I never wanted to use them a single time.
Yes, but I assume, because I didn't get to catch enough of the stream, in my opinion, they're like very much use this in this specific way to solve these dumb fucking puzzles. Is it that sort of thing? No?
Nope. They are only for killing enemies. They don't bust open new things. They don't affect with the you need them because if they put an enemy in a spot where they're a dick, and it's like, I hope you have the ammo and can spit. Oh, you missed because two of the 3 just lob it overhanded, and you have no idea what the arc of it's going to be. At least one goes in a straight line, but Yeah, the chests start just being full of them, and I'm like, I'm not going to use these. There's not a single point at which I used these. Also, they fucked up the way enemies have armor. You know, in Spyro games, enemies have armor to let you know they're immune to their breath weapon. It's, you know, it's bright silver.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's
later in the game, they start having colors. So you cannot immediately at a glance tell whether or not an enemy is armored.
Don't worry. You will know that the enemy is able to be absorbed
when they kill you.
When they turn purple. Oh, this enemy, by the way, purple. Final boss of the game, purple.
They also made the enemies wrong, so they just hit you like the nanosecond you're in their range.
It always is upsetting when it's like the sequel to franchises that already exist, but you hand it to new dev and they just missed every single thing.
Look, I'm going to go ahead and say, and I could say this with pretty good confidence, they didn't have a fucking Mark Cerny. They didn't have a guy who's an industry vet who had been working since like the fucking Atari era who could just sit there and be like, bro, the player needs to know these things.
So the most insane, there's the plot of this game is that the evil dragon Red is corrupting the world with his dark crystals, so Spyro has to go kill him. To let us know how big and tough he has made Nasty Nork, the final boss of the first game, into his minion.
Oh, okay.
And
I guess
they turned him into a knack goblin.
What?
I'm gonna post his render.
Okay.
He's from Knack. He's from Knack now.
What? Yeah, he kind of is. What's he supposed to look like? I spent too long. Let me look this up.
Terrible looking.
He's supposed to have like a super huge upper body.
He was supposed to be a designed character. Look at what's on screen, Bob.
I know. He looks like a generic orc.
God. 1 second. Let me get this up so fucking.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's totally different.
That is terrible. What the hell?
Yeah. So this game has 4 bosses, by which I mean it has 16 bosses.
What?
Oh no!
Because each boss, you know the thing in video games where you hit the boss, you wait for the boss to complete his cycle, and then you hit him, and then he changes up the cycle to be a little bit harder, and then you hit him, and then he changes up his cycle a second time to be a little bit harder, and then you hit him the third time, and then he's dead. Every boss is 3 sets of that.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they're all basically structured the same way. The boss will do his 3 attacks or her 3 attacks, then become vulnerable, and you hit them. Do this 9 times. There's a checkpoint between each 3, so there's really no reason there just shouldn't have just been 3 to start with. And then at the end, a thing the developers really like is to put a crack in the ground that looks like just flat plain, a crack in the ground that just drops you to your death.
Oh, come on. Jesus.
It's really funny.
Well, it just drops you into lava or ice water or sludge or whatever.
A moment ago, someone in chat was like, are we sure Mark Cerny didn't work on this? And I'm like,
no,
yes,
Mark, it would have been a good game if Mark Cerny had worked on it.
Actually, yes, he has good principles. Knack 1 is bad, but that's because of a strive to make it way too minimalist. Two, even if you have no faith in Mark Cerny for whatever reason as being a core part of why Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet Clank are all good, because he's a main dude on all of that. And
there's clearly like design philosophy that developed as he made those.
Yeah, he's
that you can even see in Knack 2, because I guess he got off the drugs.
The whole story of these IPs is that they leave Vivendi, Universal, all these studios do, these studios leave to go to Sony. And Mark Cerny's consultancy / design group is over all of them at Sony. So he left, Activision Vivendi from all these IPs. So all of these are just, okay, we have to make one without a guy who's been in the industry as a really good design guy forever. Because for people who have no idea, just think of it as the net guy. Motherfucker worked on Sonic the fucking Hedgehog.
Right.
From the get.
You know, playing this made me realize why 3D platformers died out for a while. It's because, like, if these were what you were turning in, no wonder the genre fell off.
Yes, and that's what it always
Yeah.
is. Like, we always try to corroborate this notion of, like, they're no longer interested in blank. It's like, well, did you start making them absolutely fucking shittily with no money?
Yeah, right. Like there's so many of those that gen.
This game has money. They just used it all for evil. So this game has four types of minigame. There's one of each in each world.
Really?
You have to
Every
do them
world?
twice. Well, there's only 4 worlds, not each level, but
Okay,
each of the 4 worlds. So the 4 different hubs. There's turret sequence. This is the best one. There is Blink the Mole, who is a terrible looking character who has to do absolutely terrible platforming. He's like if the monkey from Spyro 3 was just utterly dog shit to control and play as and look at and he listened to.
Cool. The question we've
Which
all
is
been
pretty
wondering.
rough considering the monkey sounds exactly like Wild Woody.
Oh, that's not good. That's not okay.
Like, I hate him so much. I have to put. I just hate looking at him. I have to post his fucking picture.
Oh,
I don't want to see him, but you have to see him.
what the
See
fuck
what
is
how not character designs this game has.
Oh, come on.
come on. What the fuck?
That's like, you know, the background characters in Sonic Boom.
yes,
below
that
those.
is what that-
He is
yes.
below those. I've seen it now, chat. Now you have to.
Yes.
So he
I
just
wonder
has
what
these.
real CG movie this guy is in the movie that's ripping off straight to video.
Yes,
He's even got the wire thing on his hand. Like he's gonna do the grapple hook.
yeah, but no, that's a laser blaster that he uses to shoot enemies.
Okay.
They're really slow paced platforming things that take
God damn you,
like
aggro!
6 to 8 minutes.
That's terrible.
6 to 8 minutes, and you have to do them twice.
Ugh.
Then there is the normal flying levels, which are now the penguin from Spyro 3, but they're structured. They're like a fusion of the flying levels and the penguin levels from 3. So you fly around and you have to fly through rings or kill these enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Which is only difficult because you have to find them because his missiles lock on from so fucking far away. It's kind of crazy. And the second one you have to do sucks because there's a bunch of turrets that you have to destroy with a bomb by flying over them. And they'll just home in on you from like halfway across the map and start shooting you. You can't die, but they take your time and knock you around. Then you have Sparks, the firefly, the dragonfly, goes and does a Space Harrier level.
Okay, is that? I mean, that could be fun. That sounds kind of.
It's
fun.
not.
Oh,
His firing rate doesn't really make sense. You're not actually controlling him. You're controlling a crosshair that he will fly in the towards it. So, like, you move the crosshair up, he'll fly up. You move the crosshair down, he'll fly down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel very responsive. And inexplicably, they made the second one you have to do is the hardest of the 4 by an exponential margin. I think I died on it like 20 times.
wow. Jesus.
Not helped by the fact that they made the game wrong, which, like, one of the first things in a level is, like, rocks falling from the sky. And she's like, oh, I have a smart bomb. I can use the smart bomb to destroy all the rocks and then fly through safely. Except you can't, because the rocks, their hitboxes remain a full second after they're destroyed.
Oof.
So I was losing my mind, like, is the smart bomb hurting me? And Chad would be like, no, their hitboxes just stay after they've been destroyed for too long. And then in neither of the last 2 ones was that an issue. They were unbelievably easy.
Cool.
So at the end of the game, The professor goes off to fight Red because you already beat Red's ass once, or surely he is weakened and this geriatric mole can take him. And he's like, Spyro, he captured me and forced me to build the roboticizer from Sonic, and it turns the Norks into Gundams.
What?
Ooh,
They are Gundams. They look exactly like Gundams.
that's so cool.
Like, it's kind of nuts. Like, I'm gonna post one of them so you can see they all pretty much look like this.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is direct.
Yup.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And then at the end, he gets roboticized because you already beat him as normal Red, so they wouldn't just make you fight normal Red again. So he gets roboticized and turns into a Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Mecha Red.
Mecha
Yeah,
Red.
like he has a dragon-like neck.
Yes, Chatters. This is me, the Hollower.
We're spoiling Mina the Hollower. It's about Nasty Nork.
Yes. Oh my god, that's like the Gundam.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something that Char piloted.
It's reminded me of the Musha Gundam that they put into Gundam Warriors.
That is not the right image. That is Run Saber again. Okay, there we go.
It does kind of look like that, yeah.
A little bit.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, this game just isn't very good, which really was tragic to me because it has really nice looking models. That Amy Rose Dragon, by the way, is in one cutscene.
Just gone after that?
I thought she'd keep showing up. Yeah.
What?
It's not even really a cutscene. You just walk up and talk to her once.
What?
There's basically no post-game ending cutscene to this game. Although, again, you probably need 100% to get it. Even though the villain is clearly defeated and put in and shrunk and put in a jar.
Okay.
It's not good. I don't like it. Please God, let the Elijah Wood games be better.
Right.
Surely they must be better. Surely. Even if they're just mid God of War, which it seems to be what they are.
That's so funny that that's what they do with Spyro.
Because they're completely linear, combat-focused games. But I will not be streaming one of those this Saturday because I have to go to a wedding. And then after that is the summer of fucking gaming, baby.
Right.
So I sure as hell won't be streaming during that.
Sure fucking is. Oh my god.
You know, except for the 40 hours of streams you'll get over that week of me being on summer gaming streams.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, look at all the shit on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these guys.
I played a little bit of Bubsy 4D.
Ooh.
I think that game's 2 hours long.
You left one.
Get rid of this.
Which I guess makes sense. With them charging $20 for a big 3D platformer with relatively nice looking assets.
You know, I thought it'd be 4 hours long. I didn't think it'd be only 2.
Yeah, it took me like 40 minutes to get through the first set of levels, and I think there's only 3.
Oh. That's actually fitting with Bubsy, though. Like, you can beat the first 2 Bubsy games very fast.
You can, the only Bubsy game that's any long at all is Bubsy 3D.
Yeah.
It sure is the movement in Demon Tides in levels that aren't really designed for you to have the movement of Demon Tides.
Cool.
So you can mostly just ignore the level and just fly over it, which they clearly expect you to do because they include dev times for each level.
That's funny. Does it have more than one thing to do in each level, at least? Or is it to the end?
There's get all the yarn balls,
Okay.
get the blueprint, which will let you get a new ability,
Ooh.
and get the gold fleece at the end. But the only one of those you actually need to do is get to the end.
Right. That still sounds like it might be a little bit better than the levels of Demon Tides, but those are kind of not good.
They're much simpler. Like, you could sleepwalk through this game, probably. And then I played a ROM hack because I beat a Hero's Tale after 90 minutes on the second stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that's not going to take that. That's too short a stream. So I booted up Paper Mario: The Tower of Trials. It is a hack of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door that turns it into a roguelike. So you go through the tower. There's a 30-floor tower and then a 60-floor tower.
Whoa.
You get you do one battle on each floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get one of several upgrades in each room, which might be a new special move for the hammer or jump, a new party member because you start with none. I think they give you one at the start of each thing, but the others you have to pull out of chests. It'll give you a badge, more HP, more flower points, more badge points, coins, an upgrade to one of your moves, giving one of your party members one of their other moves because they only start with their first two. And some characters had theirs dramatically changed. And items that randomly improve one of your moves. I got through both towers without dying.
Oh, wow.
It got real dicey near the end of the second one, though. I was fighting for my life in every single battle. But thanks to the goat Vivian and her ability to outright charm an enemy, which not only makes it fight for you and deal damage to the other enemies, which not only makes the other enemies attack it, if it's the last one alive, you just win. Because it's on your side. Why would you need to kill it?
That makes sense.
It has 10,000 points of retro achievement, so I will definitely be going back to play more of it.
Holy shit.
That is a lot.
Not even retro score, just fucking normal points. Holy
No, the 10,000 hardcore points.
Okay. Well, the hardcore points are just normal points. The score next to the thing, that's called retro score. It makes no sense, or retro points, I believe. It makes no sense, but the idea is that is a number that constantly changes because it's a rarity indicator. And then the other thing is just the normal amount it's worth. And of course, like, it makes sense that it's 10,000 retro score or whatever, because that means, like, it's how many people played the mod at all, and then of that, how many people, like, you know, got these achievements.
Right.
That's a really neat mod. If you like Paper Mario Combat, definitely check that mod out. And the last thing I played is I wanted to get a bunch of retro score.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that there was a game that I kind of know how to bust open that has a lot of retro score, which is Victorious Boxers 2, Fighting Spirit. This is the second PS2 Hajime no Ippo game.
And they actually brought this to the States?
Yes, they did. I think Xseed published it even.
Oh,
that's great.
Maybe it was Age Tech. It was one of them. Obviously, it's not dubbed, and it's a super cheap game even in Japan.
Right.
It has to be because it's a boxing game with 80 playable characters. So I've been getting the achievements on that, which are all just beat it, beat the match on hard, beat the match on hard while winning in the same way they won in the manga.
That's so funny.
Does it explain that what that is?
Yes, they do. The achievement tells you what it is.
Okay, you don't need to go read the manga, which
It's
would also be
double
funny.
anti-piracy. You have to buy the game and the manga.
It's literally the fucking Excel Saga bit. If you want to know how to do it, read the manga.
Those are pretty. Those I'm gonna have to go back and get because you don't get to know how much health anybody has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just beat them until they drop?
Yep.
Oh.
it's very hard to get them to stay down. So most of the time you're going to win is either by knocking them down like 7 or 8 times over the course of the match, or getting a technical knockout. So knock them out with this one move is difficult because you don't know when they're going to go down. So I kind of need to do like a preliminary where I'm like, okay, after I knock them down, how many times can I knock them down before they stay down? And if I can get a technical knockout, how many hits after the second knockdown does it take for me to get a technical knockout? But I have to take a break a little bit because the strategy to break the AI of all the opponents involves jamming the left stick forward really hard. So I'm hurting my thumb.
Oh, like repeatedly? Like you're just mashing up forever?
For a lot of it, yeah, because you mash up and you hit the button to duck, and you like do a forward step while ducking.
You know, the interesting thing, I didn't know there was like guard manipulation in Super Punch-Out. So like one of the things to do that 8-second beating them down is start the match by holding up so he thinks you're gonna go high, then punch him in the gut. I didn't know that was a thing in that game's AI. Man, Chris, you've played a lot of boxing games.
I have.
That's
and I need to note that the not knowing when somebody's going down thing is very common in boxing games.
Mm-hmm.
Like ones that are trying to be more sport-like.
Yes.
Like you play Fight Night, you don't get health barn for it. Fight Night,
no, because it's about realism, which is why they made that fucked up looking little Mac for Fight Night Round 2.
In Fight Night, they don't have like 120 different characters and also have money, so you can kind of tell by how viciously pummeled they're getting how far along you are, which does not happen in this one. You can only vaguely tell by them getting knocked back more by your punches, which is really funny because it basically means when they're at low health, like their head is on a spring. So you hit them in the head and like their head starts looking directly up, but they're still like they're not leaning back.
That's
that
sounds unsettling.
Since some characters have like hyper speed Gatling gun punches like anime shit, you can hit them so hard their head like folds backwards and clips through their chest and comes back up to normal position.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this sounds horrifying.
We used to have a lot of fun, me and Cornbread Pockets, picking the dumb character named, I forget what his name is, named like Papaya Chachu or something like that. And he just has a fucking yoga ball for a head. So we would pick him and then pick the characters who could do the fastest punching and just see what his head would do as we wailed on him. Yeah, it's interesting. There's also a Wii one that I might actually stream because that one has an actual story mode they dubbed.
Oh, sick.
Although
yeah,
I think once you get past the point where the anime at the time had been airing, all the dubbing stops being the actual characters and starts being a narrator.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we gonna just switch to Japanese now?
I am desperately hoping that somewhere in that game is Richard Epcar as the coach talking about oxygen in your muscles. Because he is the coach in the dub of that.
Right.
I love that chat, without me saying a single word, has come to the conclusion of exactly what's going on. Yes, Pac-Mania over here is your Subway Surfer.
But that's every single thing I played.
Oh shit, Bob?
Yeah.
Did you
I
play
have played
other
a few
things?
Yeah, I played a few other little things.
Okay, let's talk about them.
I tried the mouse word demo. It's mouse WARD, all one word.
Mouse ward, like mouse word, like forward.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
We saw this in whatever that event was last week.
Yeah, what the fuck was the name of that?
I don't remember. That was
6-1.
6-1. That's probably right.
A higher number seems more correct in that case. I don't. Maybe 7.
Whatever that showcase was, that's where we saw it. It is a Dark Souls game, but you play as a mouse.
Okay. Yeah.
That is the only idea. It's like an anthropomorphic mouse, so you're up on 2 legs.
Okay.
It was your sword. It seems really competent, but at the same time, it's like, man, bro, like people with money make this genre a lot. I don't really need to go here for this unless I really am into your mice.
Are you?
Not that they're okay. Like the designs are all right, but they're not great. They're not like incredible or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fully 3D. Like it's straight up Dark Souls, but with lower res graphics. So think like a Dark Souls game on the PS1.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine a lot of people making that, yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine this is the rest of my life. PS1 Dark Souls games.
I do love being a low poly rodent. Well, then this game is for you.
It was literally for you.
But yeah, it's neat. You could give it a try. The demo is free, of course. But other than that,
Sorry, I'm losing it over this game. Being like, yeah, our demo's early access. You need a subscription.
God, could you imagine?
Anyways, what else did you play?
I played Motor Slice and I finished it.
Ooh.
After
Huzzah.
restarting the whole game and going through it again.
Oh.
I can't believe Saros did that to you.
I know, right, Saros? How could it? It wasn't even his own game. It ruined some other game for me. How did it do this?
That's fucking wild.
But yeah, I was halfway through, which was around 4 hours. And I was able to get back through it pretty quickly because I already knew all the platform challenges, and it was a lot of me like figuring out sneaky ways to get around the levels. And I was still having fun doing that, like cheesing through stuff. I think there's a minor chance that every single time you go indoors, you don't have to, and there's some cheese to get around doing that. Because I was able to skip a ton of those.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this game's really neat. For people who miss descriptions on other podcasts, it's kind of like Prince of Persia, but near Automata, but also Mirror's Edge and Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. Like, it's got little hints of all of these things. Heck, some of the bosses just straight up are Shadow of the Colossus bosses, even like bad ones. But yeah, the game is really cool and like maintains quality throughout. I do think some of the bosses get pretty bad near the end of the game. Like, oh man, that's what you're asking me to do here is a very specific set of things that just takes time and isn't fun. My main problem with the movement system, which I like a lot, like it's a very interesting game to play. It's one of the most, it's one of my favorite 3D platformers in years, just because it feels so different. But there are oddities to the movement system. Like something I had a lot of problems with was when you do a wall run and run straight up a wall, you can hit jump to jump straight backwards off of it. But also, if you hit to the left or right side, she'll jump either other direction. And that only works sometimes. I cannot get that to be consistent.
That is the sum up of this game's platforming. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yes. The developer recently posted that they are working on redoing a lot of the way jumping works. And the way motor slicing works, which motor slicing is you play as this girl's chainsaw, she shoves the chainsaw into a wall and can ride it along it. And that only works on certain walls. But it feels really weird because the way you change direction is let go of the chainsaw, she takes it back out of the wall, and then you have to manually turn her midair and hit the chainsaw button again and hope that she goes the right direction. Often she'll just go the same direction again. So you're like, okay, I'm trying to like go up and then go right. And then, okay, I got her to go up. I release the chainsaw. She goes up again instead of going right. And it's like,
yep.
Oh, Agro's back.
And yet,
Hooray.
He's still the same.
He is.
That's weird. Here, let me try something.
Okay.
There it went.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. All right, there it is.
What an improvement. Thank you, Aggro.
I also platinumed this game.
Oh, wow.
Platinuming does not take much. It really is just beat the game and do a few other little things.
Nice.
Oh.
That's fine, you know.
Mm-hmm. There are 250 orbs to collect throughout the game. You only need 30 of them for the platinum.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, it's like not even close to a large amount.
That doesn't make any fucking sense, actually.
Not really. Which getting the orbs is one of my favorite part because it is so. You have to really get into the mechanics to get to them.
Yeah,
so
that's where the thinking happens.
Mm-hmm. I also was able to sneak back to the beginning of an area, which I thought I was progressing forward and like being really sneaky and going around the outer edge of something. And then I realized, wait, I've seen this before. And it pops up with the each time you get to a new area, it shows like a giant logo of the area. It was like, God, like Abyss or something. It's just that logo popped up again. And I was like, oops, I guess I accidentally sneaked back to the beginning of this whole level.
Sick.
Which luckily the way checkpointing works, if you just kill yourself or do the respawn, you go to the latest checkpoint. It remembers that. It doesn't recheck me somewhere else.
God, that's helpful.
Right. And you can't just load it into whatever checkpoint you want after having played the area.
Oh, okay.
So if you miss orbs or something, you can just go back to that checkpoint.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it shows you how many orbs are in each area you missed.
Nice. And yet it only makes you collect like 30.
Yeah. No, it really feels like that was supposed to be something like bigger. But whatever. I definitely need to go back once they change the way movement works. I'm super interested in what they do. Because like I said, this is one of my favorite 3D platformers in a while. So I'd hope they don't fix some things and then make it worse overall to me.
Yeah, like one good overhaul could really make this game sing. If it goes the right way.
Also, I brought it up before, but every time you get to a checkpoint, basically, there's a sequence where you can talk to the main character because you play as technically the orb camera following her.
Oh.
And you guys interact during those sequences. And basically, there's the simp button. What did I say?
No, you said interact, which is a strong word.
Yes. Okay. That's true. You get two options in each of them. And also, I found out very late in the game, when those two options are selectable, you can also click on other things in the environment. Like if you click on her, she'll usually blush or something. And if you click on her chainsaw, that'll rev up.
Okay, that's cute.
But yeah, those get... I think that it peaks at the feet one of them for most absurd. Like, I can't believe you did this. You just put your waifu in the game. And I can applaud you for that, but oh my god, this is a bit much. But it doesn't escalate further from there, but it does get close. And I guess that's all I really got to say about it. It's really good. Motorcycle, I think it's like $20. Go play it. It's really good.
And you were playing on the PS5 version, so you don't know how PC is, but it is on that as well.
Yeah, it's also on PC. I played the demo and it seemed fine.
Okay, and you're running a 1080 Ti, so it's not like you have the latest GPU.
Right.
You do have historically the greatest GPU, but
clearly
true.
Where did you play it, Aggro?
I didn't realize it was on PlayStation, so I bought it on PC.
I see. How's that going?
Yeah, no, it runs perfectly fine on my laptop 3060.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy they did this. It does some neat stuff at the end.
Oh.
I hope they do a sequel. I hope they get to do that.
Yeah.
But other than that, the only other thing I played was they put out a new update for Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah.
They added Ingrid, the Street Fighter Alpha Max Upper character, or Fighting Evolution character, or whatever you want to call her.
Oh, is she the dinosaur?
Yeah, she's the dinosaur.
Oh, hell yeah. They put the dino in. Now it's a good video game.
But no, she's a magical girl that is maybe a goddess. Seems to be able to go between dimensions and do whatever she wants.
They put the goddess in Street Fighter 6?
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
You know how I was complaining a few weeks ago that they took away that move that Chip Zanoof has where he can teleport across the screen and do an attack?
Yeah.
She has that.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So they just lent it out. I see.
Yes.
Well, that's nice of them.
But yeah, all her stuff looks really cool. She shoots a lot of laser beams. She throws energy balls. She's got just really goofy throws and stuff. When you lose in arcade mode, she like is talking throughout the entire countdown and doing a countdown on her hands too, next to the countdown continue thing. And then when you continue, she actually just grabs the continue out of the HUD and shows it away into like another dimension.
That's incredible.
That's neat.
That's so funny.
It's filled with so many cool little touches. Yeah, it's a really cool character. I definitely want to play more of her. I didn't have much time to play it last night, and the servers didn't go back up until after I went to sleep, so I didn't get to try it online.
They went down for
it went down for maintenance.
Oh, okay.
That's what always happens there.
Okay.
Yeah, when they add a new character, it goes down for maintenance, and you can play offline with the character in like combo and arcade and stuff. Also, they added for this update the Drive Tech outfits.
Tech?
If you haven't heard of these, they're generic-looking sports outfits that exist so that Capcom can host events where people are prudes and they can't show any skin.
Yeah, like ESPN.
Mm-hmm. So they're all just the most plain-looking outfits imaginable, and they cover literally everything. Basically, they all look the same, except a couple have little touches. Like for Bison, they actually give him the shoulder pads. So I was like, thank you for doing something. But everyone else is like, man, this is just that same outfit everybody has.
That sucks so much. Whatever.
I guess that's everything I really got to play this week.
You know what that means then, right?
I don't. I've never been here before. I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Oh, fuck. The Pod Lords.
They're here?
Fuck.
Here? Jackal's definitely a game I'm getting retro achievements on soon.
Yeah.
It's free real estate.
I'm astonished you didn't do that yet.
I got a lot of games.
You do.
As it turns out, there's never been a better time to get into retro gaming.
Very true. Yes.
You know who else could tell you that?
Is it the Podlords again?
The Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro, Rado, WTF Spider-Man, Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun, Shiny Mew, Chris C, Cooper Tank. Urmeshi Trev couldn't think of a bit this week, but has recently been relearning how to draw art.
Nice. That's great.
Funding Noel's HRT to find out if certain bits become more appealing. Is this about the height thing? Is this about people thinking I'm shorter than Bob? What is this about? Who is this picture of? I'm so menaced.
Isn't that Roger Ebert?
No? No?
I don't know who that is.
I don't fucking know what this means. This is such a menacing Podlord aura.
Oh, it's Dave
Is that
Foley.
Dave
It's how
Foley?
Dave Foley looks now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his name. I'm like, is that guy?
That's how he looks now. Whatever. Anyways, Moon Muse Entertainment. Games by rats for rats.
Finally.
It's their time.
Shinji16 is excited for Moon Sigil Atlas, a deck builder where you lay tiles instead of casting cards. Out today and has a demo.
So, do you like put down the tiles and then they step on them and their bones turn to sawdust? Is that how it works?
Zara Lene. Timothy Pfister is excited for Mina the Hollower coming out tomorrow. And for Pipistrello's first anniversary today. Wow.
Wow, Pipistrello really actually chose the perfect time. A full year before.
Right?
Yeah, I'm so excited to see who wins the mouse with a flail game.
Right?
The Hard M. Bearded Joe. just had to join in on making gaming unaffordable, Valve?
Didn't really have a choice.
Leo Chrome. They made a 7 out of 10 Disco Elysium like. There, I saved you $40 and 22 boobless hours. Please thank me for my service.
Yeah, every screenshot of that I've seen is be like, man, you didn't get it at all.
Flock Around is a bird-watching game and will certainly be Apple Gothic's Game of the Year. It's nice that Dragon Quest 12 is walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells.
Alrighty then.
Their train of thought was a
Okay.
little interrupted by recent announcements.
I see. Jesus.
Shutendoji.
There she is.
Yep.
God. Different dimension, Demon D-Line, Kid Zero King, Zero God Ragey.
Oh, this one's funny because this is basically a monster version of the rival that uses that deck type. So he's
He's
a
very
fucking
close.
narcissist.
He's very close to being Hotsuma.
It's Moonchild.
It's Moonchild.
Yeah, no, it is. He just is. It's great.
See, I keep seeing it and being like, man, Noel's gonna be so happy that the next Dragon Quest is about Rahab.
It's great. Honestly, it's great.
Yeah, Toriyama Rahab is also strong.
Yeah. Digital Basic. Forgore de Hierro. Forgere el Invincible.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
He's Iron Fulgore. He's invincible.
DLSS 5 can't handle this character.
Sure it can. It'll turn it into a boob.
True. Andrew. Lone Gargoyle. Look, it's very simple.
They're giving them more than that.
Yeah, that's a very low ball estimate.
Sadistic, autistic. Got jump scared by an Amazon listing for Steelbook protector cases, and now you get to as well.
Were you jump scared by Joker or Heavenly Sword?
Is this a bundle? Do they have analytics and data that drive them towards believing people want this bundle? Yuki EXE, Endo Y, and Just V. Thank you very much to our pod lords.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pod
Thank you, Pod Lord.
Lord.
Thank you, Pod
And if you'd like to become a Pod Lord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/GB podcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get many benefits, such as early access to Chugging Bleach, which is going to be relevant soon, we promise.
Yes.
Extended armchair dev pitches when we do those, extended gamer predictions when we do those, an entire movie called Isolation 119, a full feature-length film about a man going to Thailand to do a bunch of bullshit that isn't solving the injuring of his brother, but ostensibly he's there to do that. He doesn't really make much progress, though. And in fact, it's unclear whether or not it was all a prank. You also get a patron-funded show, one a month, either a public show where we watch a bad thing or a private show where we watch a good thing. In the public show, the bad thing show has a private commentary track for patrons. Feed a full all kinds of shit you don't want to watch. Like
Noobs.
like 8 Crazy Nights or Noobs or Food Fight or the AVGN movie. Which is the worst of them, I promise.
They really should have just combined all the worst parts of the AVGN movie with all the worst parts of Noobs. We should have just had the terrible gamer movie.
Yeah, see, that would make the AVGN misogynistic and not like a Jughead-esque screw women way, but like actually a red pill guy.
Yes.
Jason Mewes AVGN.
Oof.
And other benefits, that's patreon.com/GPodcast. And you don't have any money, it always helps immensely to tell your friends, spread the word, rate us on Thursdays, rate us with a T on your podcasting app of choice, and leave a comment, and subscribe if you listen on YouTube that way right now. Patreon.com/GPodcast.
I guess we gotta talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta talk about the news. And the fire never works, and yet I feel it burning.
There it is.
Industry burning down segment, go!
Okay, the price of the Steam Deck has increased a lot.
Yeah.
1 terabyte OLED, $649 to $949. 512 gigabyte OLED,
God.
$549 to $789. This is because Valve hardly makes any of these compared to console manufacturers, and they have literally no reason to sell them at a loss, unlike console manufacturers.
And also
so
the
price go up.
Yeah, the price is going up because since they manufacture so little, they also what's the term? They store so little. There's very little buffer. So
Yeah. Please look forward to that Steam machine costing $1,200.
Oh yeah. No, in fact, there was a source that said 2 months ago when they had a conversation about what the price was going to be estimated at then, 2 months ago, that price started at above the 1 terabyte Steam Deck prices now.
Oh no.
So
That thing's gonna sell nothing. That thing's gonna sell nothing.
It was
Like Valve shouldn't even bother launching it until the situation gets better. They should maybe just throw it out and just make a new one and start designing a new one.
or just do nothing until shit stops being insane.
Yeah, I'm assuming it will take 2 years for that to be the case.
I know.
At least.
Yeah, this is so wild. Valve was never going to price the Steam machine at a price that would have properly disrupted the market. It's Valve.
No.
Look at what they launched the
No.
Steam Deck at. But holy shit, is it completely impossible now?
God. Thank you, Nvidia. Thank you, AMD.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nvidia. Thank you, OpenAI. Thank you.
Thank you, Donnie Deals.
Thank you, Donnie Deals.
And secondly, Hideo Kojima and Nicholas Winding Refn released an AI short to promote a Prada mode event. Did anybody watch this? I did.
I did too.
I didn't.
It is very funny that even with their glazing of like, oh, we're studying the creative potential of AI, they had to pick a concept that leans into AI looking like shit.
And nothing connecting at all.
Yes, because the whole thing is it's like a sci-fi B movie conceit, like it, and it's like, yes, you can look at that AI. They clearly looked at it and went, this looks like shit. I guess we can kind of pass it off like a Star Trek TOS effect. By the way, it's 80 seconds long and has 31 cuts.
I believe that there is a full version that was a teaser for that people had seen the full version, which is much longer, but I assume just as many cuts, like constantly.
Yeah, AI can't do consistency. Like it literally that specifically is literally impossible.
I think the
Like
funniest
it can't
thing-
even it can't even keep Nicholas Winding Refn's face right. It's wrong in many cuts.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing I saw about this was someone on Blue Sky is like, Hideo Kojima should play video game Metal Gear Solid 2.
Unfortunately, if you're like 60 to 70 years old and anywhere adjacent to Hollywood, this seems like it just rips your brain out.
Well,
Like it just seems like
okay.
it's a poison that destroys your judgment.
So here's the thing, because I don't even think it's a Hollywood thing. I am nowhere near 60. I am more than 2 decades younger than 60, and I have described all throughout Big Think living through the insane boom of technology that just we have, just people my age has so disillusioned and ruined everything past a certain point when Moore's Law died. It's like progress has stagnated so much, it's fucking insane. It is wild how in between earlier consoles, shit was massively improved. Imagine being 60. Imagine. What computers were like
was
when
born
they
in
were in school.
1964. Kojima was born in 1964. That means
He's 62.
like
Yeah, this year.
yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe yeah, I think that's
Which
right.
means when he was 10, he was dealing with fucking computers that were unbelievably rudimentary.
The year he turned 18, the Commodore 64 came out.
Right.
Right.
So we went
18.
from that to the iPhone.
Right. That will fuck you up when the juice is cut off. It felt bad enough at my age. I can't imagine getting 20 plus more years of that drip and then just going,
And it's
oh.
and I
Oh,
mean
no.
the regrettably before this point, like every major technology people said would be disruptive and revolutionary kind of was.
Except
Like we
for
had 60
Bitcoin.
years of it being real. And then all of a sudden it's just total dog shit. I have to assume that the fact they clearly went, this looks like shit, is making Kojima reevaluate the what this thing can be used for, if anything.
Uh-huh. If anything, I think this will probably serve as an experiment into him realizing the limitations of it on someone else's paycheck.
Yeah, pretty much.
But oof.
Yeah, no, it's
This
still
Like
sucks.
I knew this was gonna
This
happen
sucks.
once his idol got Mad Maxman like went in on this.
God, what the fuck is that guy's name? Is it Rodriguez?
no.
No,
Miller. There we go.
Yeah, George Miller.
George Miller.
yeah, George Miller.
Yeah, you'd like to think that Guillermo del Toro being there too and being very vocally against it would do anything, but no.
But no, like
It probably did
Kojima's-
something.
Kojima's too close to technology itself via his video
Yeah.
game development and stuff like that. That
Like if George Lucas was still doing shit, he'd love AI.
probably-
Yeah.
But yeah, like George Miller,
I mean, Nicholas Winding
James
Refn
Cameron,
worked with him on
Nicholas Winding,
Yeah.
Nicholas Winding Refn, like with all these Hollywood guys of a similar age that he really idolizes going in on it, it was always gonna fucking happen. At least for a little while. Which all you can do is hope these people don't have psychosis and are just like, this is a new technology I'm excited to experiment with. Oh, it's shit. Guess I'll stop.
That's the hope. The hope is that, honestly, he shouldn't do it just from the angle of the humanity angle, you know?
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's bizarre
Look.
how many of these people don't seem unaware or just simply do not care about what it's doing to the world.
Like, you've offered more legitimacy to AI tools and AI art creation by doing this. You have financed people who are active agents in the destruction of the environment, and even if you don't care for that, the destruction of various economies and industries through the scam that is the AI industry.
Yeah, right
This
now
is
you're
what
looking
you've
like
done.
a regular CEO, a complete moron.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, I see how they can get tricked because to them it's just like, well, I can have my vision achieved more easily with this tool. Like, so they imagine other people doing that, not the people who are going to be obliterated by it.
And all it would take to disillusion them is to send them the Thanos meme and be like, but at what cost? And then they would be like, oh shit, dog. I didn't think about that. Damn. It was really funny when Spiff finally saw that scene. While we were at MagFest, they had the MCU films on the TV, on the cable, and he was just like, oh, that's the meme.
But yeah, did you hear that like this one company burned through $500 million on Claude tokens in 1 month?
Yeah, no,
Because their employees were doing shit like, Claude, tell me the weather. So like $5 down the drain, because these companies are no longer subsidizing their tokens.
Right.
And all we're hearing behind the scenes is companies being like, what the fuck do you mean this is what it actually costs?
You are all fucking morons. You let people. Oh God, it upsets me so much.
Well, why would they be investing, more money than has ever been invested in anything for technology that would still be that expensive?
To become all labor. If it worked, they would still hold you at choke point by controlling all labor. You're still a moron if it works.
Yeah, no, you were being scammed no matter what.
You're a fucking idiot no matter what.
The really funny thing is apparently behind the scenes, the Uber CEO is doing it, and he was a fucking cultist.
Mm-hmm. What
like,
do you mean
now that he actually has, being like, I don't know that paying this is getting us anything.
Yeah, no, that I don't think that's even behind the scenes. That was reported on pretty directly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but then he rushed out and be like, I never said that. I'm all in. It's making our drivers superhuman. I have no idea what you think AI is doing to Uber drivers.
Right?
Christ. Okay, I'm gonna put away the fire. Are we good?
Yeah, we don't have any other bad stories this week. They'll suck in their gut until next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Good for us? Them? Who even knows anymore? Like it. Hey, Aggro.
Hey.
You always been a Gundam?
Like in my heart.
And that's the one you chose.
I mean that's the one I could achieve.
I feel like Aggro would fit very much as a Gundam in G Gundam.
Yeah, but you would make that Gundam that is Aggro in G Gundam, and people would go, "Oh shit, the Mythbusters Gundam!" God damn it!
See, I was thinking he would be like Neo Grease's Gundam and like the Socrates Gundam.
I was thinking he'd just be like people would think he's Canadian Gundam because he's just like got a big axe and a plaid shirt.
Neo-Floridian Gundam. Yes, the Neo-Florida Gundam.
I have an alligator in a separate Gundam.
And when he has to go all out, he's gonna use the backpack he's wearing that's full of leem to juice up.
I want to see the sequence where the alligator puts on the suit to drive the mech.
Oh, that would be sick.
If an alligator wore a G Gundam piloting suit, would he wear it like this or like this?
It's kind of skin tight. I don't know how would that look two different ways on him, right?
Yeah, you got to get really into all those nooks and crannies.
Unreal Engine 5 is the tool for this, but turns out we may not have to rely upon Unreal Engine 5 much longer. Did anyone write this news in? Okay,
yeah, I did.
Technically,
you can
Bob
take it, though.
did.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the Rocket League event, apparently the Rocket League players have been like, we're stuck on Unreal Engine 4. Oh, I wish we had Unreal Engine 5.
I think they're actually on 3 or something.
I think they're on 4. Based on how it looks like 4.
It does.
Feel free to look it up. Anyway, they have been waiting for an engine update for a while, like a fucking dog waits for the hot food out of the pan on their face. And boy, did they get it at this event. They announced Unreal Engine 6 by zooming in and showing the grass, and it's got all the individual blades, and it's like, oh, holy fucking shit. And the announcers are going wild, and the dudes in the audience are going wild, and I'm like, you play a competitive esports game, and you think you being on the latest version of Unreal Engine is a sick win. That's the funniest shit in the world.
It is Unreal 3 that they're on currently.
Crazy. It looks so much like 4.
It does, but it was so late that it probably was them putting a ton of optimizations in it to make it like closer to 4.
Probably. That's very interesting. But
congratulations, when you bounce off the wall now, it's going to be a smear, and there's going to be 8 frames of input latency.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time telling the difference between the net for the arena and the other car because it's all gonna fucking melt.
Yeah, no, it's so dumb.
It is.
The thought that this was the place to announce it too. It's like, what are you talking about? Unreal Engine 6 announced the Rocket League like tournament event.
Bob, they need to
you
make.
see, they killed all their other games, all their other competitive games other than Fortnite. They're like, well, we're not going to stress test this shit in Fortnite. Rocket
Right.
League, take the pill.
Yeah, Rocket League gets to do it now. We need to make Rocket League even more important. Fortnite's looking a little confused at the moment, anyways. For anyone who's interested, because I don't think most people have long-term memory of shit I've said on Big Think Dimension. I think there's a lot of evidence showing that. Unreal Engine 6, the only thing Epic has ever talked about with it is that it's going to use AI-powered tools and enable more user-created content, more user-generated content. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, they also specifically talked about it fusing more with Unreal Engine for Fortnite, like it becoming more.
Yeah, that's his whole thing, and I'm like, bro, you realize that shit's losing you money, right? You haven't made any money on those Unreal Engine for Fortnite odds. You've had to pay out money, and it's just like Roblox, where people are making multiple accounts to smurf like plays so they get more money.
Yep.
You created the exact same ecosystem that has caused Roblox to never be profitable.
We are truly in the most scam economy the world has ever known. What is that flower that got an insane bubble? Aggro, do you remember?
Are you talking about tulips?
Yeah, tulips. We've invented not a tulip economy, we've invented the idea of tulips economy. We now have economies that operate on the notion of a bubble being sustainable.
I mean, that's how the tulip thing worked too.
Yes, but that was a tangible object at any point ever. And all we're doing now is going, well, check this out. We're going to make so much money off of these people generating so much money using our engine to do this to get these people. And none of it's fucking profitable. It never was. It's fucking wild. It's just... We're in the dream of a dream of a dream at this point.
Yeah, have you seen the charts going around for AI spending versus AI profit?
I don't have to,
I mean, there
but
is
it
no
must be
AI
fun
profit.
to look at.
Exactly. So it's like billions. Oh, you made $1 million.
Yeah, it's like they lose something like 80 times as much as they spend. Like they make like basically 1% of their spend because nobody wants to pay for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm genuinely like, I'm afraid that like somehow they will just all get together and go, no, the economy's fake forever. We never have to stop.
Yep.
All those loans we took out, somehow those just don't count.
Yeah, no, there's always just the fear of that.
That's the zone we're in. That's how everyone's dealing with everything at this point.
But luckily they borrowed money from other rich people, so I feel like they're not going to be able to do that.
That's the hope. I almost said something. Then I didn't, and that was smart.
Right, that's important. Sometimes you just don't say things.
Sometimes you don't say anything. You don't bring up historical parallels. You don't do any of that. Hey, Aggro.
Hey.
Instead of saying things, can you... Well, I guess it's also saying things. Talk about your news.
Destruction All-Stars was delisted silently and in the dead of night, and then afterwards they sent out an email saying they had done this.
I didn't know you could still get it. I didn't know it still had servers. I thought that they closed that shit 2 years ago.
Matchmaking was damn near impossible because who the fuck's playing it?
Right.
I've watched videos where people tried to get a match.
Well, now it's gone, and the servers are staying up till November 25th. After that, if you already own it, you can still play arcade mode against bots.
But
so it goes.
But like also the story stuff that is basically arcade mode against bots, but with cutscenes, right? Because you sold that as DLC.
I think that's the same. I think that counts as something to do without.
All right.
In the state that it's in, I'm not entirely sure.
Can we talk about something? Can we talk about something? I'm gonna talk directly to you. Okay. Pat Stares didn't know what Destruction All Stars is. I don't think that's fair. I thought we had the same job.
Right?
What the fuck?
Shirker.
Somehow, We didn't talk about it enough because I feel like if we did, maybe he would have heard.
We nominated that fucker for most likely to be racist.
I would
did.
not
He invented that
characterize
genre.
us as not having talked about Destruction All Stars enough.
I'm upset.
It's just-
I thought him and I were in the same trench here, and then I
Yeah.
find out he doesn't even know what it is. They were
That's
gonna
really
sell
funny.
this fucking game for $70 on disc, and at the last
They
second
were.
they went, never mind.
No.
Never mind. In fact, it's free with PlayStation Plus. But
We're
only
gonna
for a
have to
little
go
bit.
through this again with Fair Games. Like nobody's gonna know that game came out or even existed.
Probably right.
God, I have to wonder how much it even costs them to keep these going.
1 second.
Like,
Someone in chat is like, it wasn't $70 question mark. Motherfucker, I'm telling you, it was going to be sold for $70 and they backed down at the last second. I
And they made it free.
pre-ordered this at
Yeah.
a GameStop for $70.
They not only did they not charge $70, they made it free if you had PS Plus.
For like a month or two, I believe.
No, they never charged money for it. It was always free.
No,
yeah,
they
you
were
could pay for
supposed
the other stuff, right?
No, eventually they were supposed to charge. I believe it was only free for
And
2
I don't
months.
think they ever did.
I'm looking it up. Aggro, let's move on.
So here's a weird thing. The Xbox might be doing away with the expansion port on their controllers. Or have just become really inconsistent about it. The Forza Horizon 6 controllers have shipped, and they appear to not have open expansion ports. Images of them are showing up where you can see where the expansion port is on the case, but it's plugged up. And then also those leaked images of the Elite Series 3 didn't have one.
Is it the bottom port here?
Yeah, the
That's
thing
the
you
port.
put the
Yeah, that's the
keyboard in, because that was the only
extension.
thing they ever made for it. They also have updated the store page to add the sentence, "Not all versions of this controller include an expansion port."
Weird.
Yeah. So that's happening.
All right. I don't
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm-
any
Right.
because the keyboard's the only thing that ever used it, right? Like I've never seen anything that used it.
Like, I think there was a headphone adapter for it.
yeah, I think
Or
there
something?
was.
But there's still a headphone jack
there's
on
a-
here too.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
a headphone
stereo.
jack right in the thing. So
Right. Which I think in the older Xbox controllers they didn't have that. You had to use something in the expansion port.
That's
but
true. Yes.
Weird.
True. But yeah, past the first month of launch, or maybe two, $20 or 20 fucking pounds for Destruction
Oh,
All Stars.
wow.
For anyone who doesn't know, this was supposed to be a PS5 launch title and clearly wasn't coming together. Reminder: COVID. The PS5 launched in peak COVID. So
And for some reason they made this instead of Twisted Metal,
I don't
even though it's very Twisted Metal adjacent. So stupid.
it's
So Sony has been on the gas for too long.
a lot of this shit was Jim Ryan.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan and Herman Holst have done such a dog shit job with the company since they took over for the two prior guys. Ugh. But yeah, no, like, and the funny thing is they even greenlit Twisted Metals to go along with the TV show and then canceled those because they weren't live service good enough. Hey, fucker, what if it wasn't live service at all? What if you made a game?
No. That game could sell. I
Imagine
need the game to be infinite.
Imagine how much better the Sony proposition and situation looks like right now if they hadn't done any of this stupid live service shit and Shuhei wasn't kicked out.
Yeah, no, they truly lost all soul to the company completely. Like
Uh-huh.
there used to be something there, and it's just gone. It's completely a husk.
Like, you used to get multiple different games a year with a very different vibe from different studios. Now you get 2 games a year. Most of the time, they fit in the same exact mold, and it is maddening. Fucking wild. Anyways, I'm trying to remain optimistic about the future of Sony, but I just sit here and look at what has happened this gen, and think, wow, all of this is Jim Ryan. Because Jim Ryan's
Yeah,
literally
there's no reason to think it's going to get better without like leadership actually changing.
I mean,
And it still feels like it hasn't.
Jim Ryan left. They've replaced Jim
Yeah,
Ryan.
I know, but Herman Hulst feels like his direct successor who's continuing most of the same
He
shit.
didn't take the same job that other guy did. And already they're shutting down all the live service shit except for Fair Games, weirdly enough.
The final
That
trick
has
of
to be
Herman Hulst.
that has to be that they're just going to kill Herman Hulst if that game ends up flopping.
I guess
They've
we'll see.
canceled more promising games that had less problems.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah, it's wild that they haven't.
This
pulled the
lost
trigger.
the person they brought in to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Chad is correcting me. Horizon also did that because fucking Herman Hulst is insane enough to let Gorilla, of all people, go into the fucking mine shaft.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I have optimism on Sony going forward because of things that are already leaking that are sadly, no matter how little they are enough to be like, the Sony we've been dealing with for 5 years would have never done that. Anyway.
I'm hoping that with like Resident Evil 9 selling so insanely well, James Bond selling so insanely well, that these studios are finally going to understand, wow, people will happily buy large amounts of games that get out of your face under 20 hours.
Yep.
Yep.
Is Bond selling well? I actually didn't see.
It sold 1.5 million copies already. It came out on Tuesday.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
I don't understand. Itch.io, IO Interactive could have made so much more money if they had just made it a giant piece of shit where James Bond has to clear out spy camps.
Oh my god. Oh, that might actually be kind of awesome.
Jesus.
Like, Bond, we found this bandit camp of spies. And it's just guys in leather armor with like Russian winter hats.
And
It's
Bond,
like it's like an even shittier Phantom Pain.
and Bond is played by Troy Baker, still doing his fucking Harrison Ford impersonation for some reason. He's
No.
like, spies, I hate these guys. And then he shoots them all. And then if you get enough kills in a row, you get to call in the nuke. It's like the kill streak reward.
Great.
Anyway, hey Bob,
Hey, what's up?
let's talk about your news.
Sure. A game called Virtus Tales,
Veritas.
Witch of the
Veritas Tales, Witch of the Dark Castle.
Okay. That was announced. It's from Capcom and Vanillaware veteran Yoshio Nishimura. It's a tabletop RPG book turned into a video game.
Cool.
This guy worked on the ones you would expect from Vanillaware. So like Odin's Sphere, Dragon's Crown. It looks a lot like that art. It apparently has 300 plus hand-drawn illustrations.
Whoa.
They actually said in the trailer, no Gen AI.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Based.
He's been working on this game on and off for 6 years. So he started before he even left Vanillaware. And then he left Vanillaware 3 years ago and moved out to the mountains and kept working on the game.
So based.
It's so good.
Hitoshi Sakamoto, the composer of Final Fantasy Tactics, will be on this, so Basic Escape.
Oh, that
Nice.
fucking rules! They did the soundtrack for people who don't. They did the soundtrack for Aegis Sentinel or 13 Sentinel Aegis Rim, in various other games. That's
Dragon's Crown. They've done
Dragon's Crown.
basically all the Vanillaware games.
Yeah. So holy shit, that's awesome.
This is spiritually the most Vanillaware a game can be.
It really is. It's out July 9th on Steam. This is really
He moved
close.
to the mountains to finish hand drawing his game. What
Yes.
a Chad.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
July 9th on Steam. God damn, we're gonna have to.
I'm super excited.
I need this. But yeah, I heard it described as like a choose your own adventure game, CYOA.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
it looks. Like, put that shit into my veins.
The funny thing is, when I saw CYOA, I've been through America. I've been through the capitalist situation. I was like, cover your own ass?
Right?
What genre is that?
Middle management simulator.
Bob, we'll combine this with the Dragon Quest news later. We'll just use this as the last.
Yeah, well, we'll
thing
hold
to
that.
bridge over.
A leak going around is a expansion of a rumor that we heard earlier. We are now seeing like the actual title screen for Rayman Legends Retold, which is a
What
remake of
What are you
Rayman
going
Legends.
to remake? That is a 2D game with great looking assets.
It's
What
available
in the
on everything,
every
basically.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
what in the fuck are you going to remake? Are you going to did you just fucking AI upscale it and call it a remake?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you irrationally decide it had to be 3D?
Actually, I think that is the leak.
Yep.
Right,
Look,
I wouldn't be
Unreal
surprised.
6 is here, guys. It's time. We can finally realize the vision.
Wow.
They should Ubisoft needs to go out of business. There is nothing of value at that company anymore.
It's true.
There's not a person, there's not an IP, there's not a thought. Get rid of it.
Witcher 3. Oh, go ahead.
Do they not think they're just gonna get lit up and shit on by everyone when they reveal a 3D remake of a gorgeous looking 2D game?
They must.
Look.
Yeah,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no 2.5D game has ever looked that good.
No, there's nothing to be gained here. Anyway, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 was revealed.
Which is weird. We need to stress that because our audience doesn't cover the game industry like us. That's not normal for them to just formally announce this a week or two before the summer game events.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it leaked, so I guess they were like, fuck it. Before it leaks everywhere, we'll just announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, for people who have lost track, they did last year after that was the worst selling Call of Duty in forever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Yeah.
like, we learned a lesson. We're going to take more time on these and make them more like a real new game.
We didn't actually. Here's
So this
another
game-
one.
Yeah, it comes out October 23rd. It's still $70. And of course, uses Gen AI.
Yeah, they've been using that for like 3 years now, 4 years
which
now.
they
So of
didn't
course
even
they'll never stop.
disclaim in advance at least one of those years, and I was furious.
Right.
Yeah, it was
For-
Modern Warfare. It was Blop 6.
I think so. I think it was the first one of the newer Lops games that was numbered.
Yeah.
Um,
Ugh.
It's set in South Korea and being invaded by North Korea. While on the other side of the world, I guess, Price, returning character, is breaking rules and doing his own ops.
Ooh.
And confronted by Ghost.
Oh.
They do a knife fight.
Two things. One, when was the last time like our saber rattling at North Korea was even in the news? It feels like it was the Bush administration.
Right.
Well,
like,
yeah,
this
that makes it safe.
Yeah, no, I know that the State Department never let them do it, but they just need to make the game where America's the bad guy. Like, that's the only option at this point.
But
Well, they've done the chicken shit version of that a bunch of times where the villain is an evil rogue faction.
Right. It's got to be the president.
no, Bob, sorry. This will be basically
We're looking at a vast government cover-up that goes all the way to the almost top.
But secondly, I think this is going to be the first time that a Call of Duty has this is going to be the first time. This is going to be the first time a Call of Duty has come out when like America was in a horrible quagmire.
So wait, real quick, Bob.
Oh,
Does
yeah, I
that-
guess
does-
so.
Does that make it JD Vance or does that make it Mike Pence? Are we just gonna reach back and be like, this one?
It's funnier if it's JD Vance.
It is.
I don't know. I
Imagine
find
They used
that man
AI to
planning
generate them, and they
anything? I
took all the
can't.
memes shitting on him, so he has like an unusually round face and a lollipop. But yeah,
they
like, I
put
wonder
that
if
face on like blimps flying over America as he does his own land war against America.
like I really do wonder if like us being in this horrible quagmire that is actually having really negative effects on the economy and the affordability and the livelihood of normal people will affect the sales of this.
Yeah, there's a chance. Like, this is the worst publicity the American military has had in our lifetimes, I think.
Like, we're truly in uncharted territory on this one. I hope it keeps going down. I hope they're so stupid they kill Call of Duty.
Yeah. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is getting a new expansion.
What the
Cool.
fuck? That's not how
It's
shit
called-
works.
Songs of the Past. It's only going to be on the newer system, so PS5, Xbox Series, and
Oh.
PC.
Weird. Okay.
It comes out next year, 2027. It is
Okay.
worked on, co-developed by Fool Siri, which is the guys who made the Thaumaturge. That game that Aggro played a lot.
Huh.
Apparently, those dudes are also making the remake of Witcher 1.
Oh,
Wild. I would not have
Yes.
called that.
that's so many layers of weird.
Yeah, no, would
Just like, hey, are you also Polish?
I guess. We're the only other ones.
Yeah, motherfucker, sure, you make a fucking Witcher. I trust you, bro. You my brother. Fuck it. You come from Niceville, Florida? Have my giant IP. Fuck it. Yeah, somebody told me this news while streaming on No Slam, and I'm like, so Witcher 4 is going great. All they have to do is fix Unreal Engine 4 Epic about 3 or 4 more times. Because for anyone
now
who
they have to
doesn't,
fix Unreal Engine 6.
yeah, now they have to fix Unreal Engine 6. For anyone who doesn't keep track of this shit, the fucking notion of nanite and shrubberies and lighting was fixed by fucking CD Projekt Red not even that long ago. Not even their engine!
Uh-huh.
God damn.
Yeah, so this is really neat, but also, is Noel saying, very, very worrying about how 4 is going. I'm assuming that's very far out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It might just be that like, yeah, this gets us into the press cycle again, and it's part of the build up to Witcher 4.
I think when you have Witcher 3 expansion coming out in 2027, that is a fucking weird move you must be making for a specific reason. And I think when you're
Heck, that-
also
that-
remaking The Witcher 1 at the same time, that doesn't have a good vibe. And also, the most important context, they're fixing Epic's engine for them so they can make their fucking game on it. How well did that go for people in 7th gen? How well did that go for every game that shipped on Unreal Engine 5 really early this gen?
Really badly.
Yeah.
I constantly think about the parallel universe where Immortals of Avium was an Unreal Engine 4 game. And I sit there and just wonder. Every fucking dev story about that game is just like, wow, Unreal Engine 5 is a fucking nightmare. It was supposed to make everything easier. What a fucking nightmare. And then COVID.
Uh-huh. Man. All
yeah,
right, I
who
guess-
knows? Maybe we'll get Witcher 4 in 2030. If
Yeah,
we're
maybe.
lucky.
Maybe
this is
it'll
all
actually
part of the
run
plan.
properly on the PS6.
So for
Maybe we'll see it next week, and we'll find out. Oh, that's coming out also in 2027. It's going to be right alongside this.
They did explicitly say like they did explicitly give like 2027 as like it'll come out around then a while back.
give you your last Geralt story. Final hurrah.
before you have to play as looks at notes scribbled on hand. Heralt? No, that can't be her
Yes,
name.
I
don't
think that's her name.
Girl alt?
alt. Girl alt.
Gorillavia, I think.
Hey Siri, what's the name of the character in Witcher 4? I'm very proud of that one.
You should be.
So weirdly, in the post about the update for Ingrid in Street Fighter 6, they mentioned, "Oh, this is going to be the last character with any World Tour content."
Oh, so the others will be cheaper, right?
I hope, because those are clearly expensive. Like they're also part of the marketing cycle, because they always, for new characters, do a cool cutscene they put in World Tour mode.
Yeah.
And that's how they advertise the character.
Oh God, this makes me really scared that like the next set is going to be like all crossover characters.
Oh, I hope it's not that, because crossover never stopped them from doing that before, like Terry and Mai have.
Yeah, but it'll be really far out ones like Tifa Lockhart.
Or Yuji
Like that'll be
Hanma.
true.
Oh yeah, it could be. It could be true. We're gonna find out sometime soon, I bet.
Yeah, no,
or
we're
we might have to
hoping
wait
for
till
next week.
Evo though.
We might.
We didn't last time. Last time they just went Summer Game Fest. We'll see. I hope that either means one, they're cheaper, or there are more of them, because we should have more than 4 characters per season. That is gruelingly small.
It is.
Yeah, and the seasons feel like they last like more than a year. They feel like those like 14 months.
It is something like that. I think it is a year just on a super weird offset.
Hey Capcom, what's wrong with you?
A lot.
Why does it cost less for me to buy Street Fighter 6 all over again on sale to get the first 2 character seasons than buy the first 2 character seasons on sale, which are also on sale?
Because you're already in and we got your ass.
I hate that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it just requires me, like, I don't get it. I really don't. Why?
Anyway, we had that awesome Dragon Quest event recently. Bob, did you see the first of the 2 streams they did for the 40th anniversary?
I only saw one stream. They did 2?
The first one was merch, and it was really funny because we were watching it thinking it went into the other one, but no, it just it full stopped. They're like, don't you want this microfiber cloth with the slimes on it? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Are you going to show a game? And then they showed a few more things, and then it ended. And I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Anyways, they announced some things. Let's talk about the important thing, though. Bob, they had a big announcement at the end of it.
Oh, yeah. It was a small video, but a huge announcement.
Huge.
Dragon Quest Monsters, The Wizard World.
Wow.
I know what everyone was excited for. This stars 2 characters from Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride. Bianca and Nera.
Nera, yeah. Nera.
I think that they're the 2, like, I think there's some deal where you could just select which is your bride in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, you just play as them.
Whoa. It's
I hear that this game takes place while the protagonist is, like, enslaved in hell or something.
Also, people are saying it's been confirmed that Deborah's in the game, so Deborah heads. Good for
Deborah?
you. Yeah.
Look this up.
She's like the horrible shrew girl who they only made marryable in the DS version, because originally they were like, who would want to marry her? And then they went, oh, I guess some people did, so I guess we'll let you.
Right. I've seen this hairstyle for Deborah got reused in Dragon Quest X. That's why I've seen it.
There we go.
But that was the big announcement.
Yeah, we had some smaller announcements, right, Chris? You covered this over in your news with the Dragon Quest?
Yeah, a little announcement called Dragon Quest 12.
Yeah.
Its subtitle is Beyond Dreams.
Beyond.
Now
they showed a teaser trailer. The gimmick is that the main character is very tired. Not in his dreams, he becomes a lizard man.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, is that confirmed?
I think that was just an implication people were getting.
It's like a different outfit.
It's like an implication.
So I was honestly like, I kind of hope that is just another guy. Like, I want that as a party member.
They have the same hairstyle, though.
They have the same hairstyle, but totally different armor.
Also, it's Fuckboy Summer. Of course they have the same hairstyle.
This is all that Toriyama had left.
They admitted that they restarted development on this, so it's literally absolutely what everybody suspected, where they had been going on an action direction and then went, oh fuck, we better not. We've seen how this worked for every single other thing.
Yeah.
Go back.
To cover this slowly for people, because some people forget or, just get upset at the notion. The initial announcement was that this was a darker, more edgy Dragon Quest that was going to have a different kind of combat system with possible implication of being actiony.
Yeah, what was the name of it? It had a different, like a more hardcore
what was the
subtitle.
Subtitle for?
It was like Flames of Fate.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a burning 13 or 12 behind the Dragon Quest logo. It was all dark and edgy.
Fucking bad OB and shit.
Yeah,
Oh fuck no, we only have turn-based combat on Dragon Quest Island.
I mean, they said it was like an evolution of Dragon Quest combat. I think he might have even said an evolution of turn-based combat.
Yes, an evolution into being an action game.
That's how that usually goes.
It's true. I don't even want to, ignoring the action part of this. You can see how Final Fantasy 16 being the dark and gritty game that it was pitched for the darkest entry in the Final Fantasy franchise. bombing, along with Forspoken, and sadly 7-2 didn't make anywhere near as much money because, of course, it didn't come out during fucking COVID. You can see how they wanted to reboot things. Now, there is the additional notion that Toriyama passed away, and he did designs for this. So maybe we don't make the quirky one, the one that's innovative, right then. Maybe we do that later.
I was also thinking of like, this is almost certainly the last one where they can have all this old stuff. Like they still have music from Sugiyama. They have the Toriyama characters. And let's face it, Yuji Horii is a very old man. This is probably the last one he can work on to this extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I'm knowing what happened internally at Square, which somehow still isn't public record.
Uh-huh.
Based on how 16 and those other things went. Of course, the other end of the company can't lose hundreds of millions of dollars and it not affect this end of the company. That's simply not
they
possible.
have to make something that they know will sell. And perhaps after they've seen the sales of these remasters or these HD 2D remakes, they're like, what the fuck were we doing?
No, they sold pretty well for just being HD2D versions of games that are, let me check, 40 years old.
40 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. People still like turn-based games. I say this every time. Pokemon is the best-selling RPG.
No, that people for some reason are like, no, that one doesn't count.
That's
it's
not
different.
an RPG. Yeah, I know.
We don't know how it's different.
Yeah, no, I there are always those people. Even people who are adamantly against turn-based games, they will love Pokemon.
Yes.
And they can't see the difference. Like, they don't understand that.
Like, they're like, but
those are just like...
Pokemon is a Pokemon type.
Those are just contrarians, honestly. Like, they need to have this as their opinion, even if it doesn't fit their own worldview. And they would absolutely play.
But
yes,
like a turn-based game.
Of course, yeah.
When a turn-based Digimon game can sell 3 million copies at $70, it's like...
Uh-huh.
Guys,
which is great. That means it did better than FF16, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I would have to look it up.
It does compare. It sold 3 million faster, I think.
Right, and obviously its budget was nowhere near as high.
There's no way. Yeah.
So it's like I keep saying, if you make a turn-based game, most of the money can go towards the presentation, the world, the characters, which are all really fucking important for an RPG.
Yeah, because you're not working on locomotive things for all sorts of like playable characters and enemy AI. You're not working on AI for enemies. Turn-based games are much more
enemies.
simple.
You don't have to worry about the enemies pathing through their levels.
Right. Yeah, it really is.
You probably don't have jumping.
Yeah, no,
or have very contextual jumping.
So like in the footage they show of 12, we do see him run off a cliff and then do a roll when he lands. We don't know that this isn't action combat yet. But at very least, we do know the edgier direction they were going for originally didn't seemingly pan out, and FF16 bombed. And the fact of the matter is, and they've even publicly stated, everything about the company's development basically had to be frozen and restarted because of how poorly that went financially. So this might still be action. Who knows? They have a lot of high-end locomotion shown off in that, and God, the fidelity is insane. Like, I used to be the type of person where it's like, look at how high fidelity it is. And I would be like, oh shit, that's awesome. Now they show me these blades of grass, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. The trailer, it feels like to me the trailer had party members, and when they show him running through with enemies around, they're spaced exactly like in DQ11. So it really makes me think it's just a turn-based game.
Right, and I'm of the assumption that it will be that, but it is still possible. We'll have to see. I assume, again, there are 0 popular successes outside of 7 Remake for really hyper-popular financially. I guess it's everything since 7 Remake, because right before that was Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, everything after that, that's an action RPG bombed.
People just want to play. Like, again, all the most popular games in the world are menu-driven. Like, every big popular mobile game is menu-driven.
Bob being out
like-
of focus and blue for a second there was insane.
People-
He's like Force Ghost appearing.
I returned.
Like Claire Obscura proved pretty clearly is that all you need
Yes.
is to make one of the, and I would argue Time Stranger also proved it, is all you
Yes.
need to make one of these games successful is to have decent presentation, which is significantly cheaper than having that in an action game. You want to know how much easier it is to make another playable character in a turn-based RPG versus an action RPG? A lot.
It is a lot.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, through Digimon and Expedition 33, we've definitely proven that turn-based games are still broad appeal. I brought this up on I think either off content or one of the No Slam streams, that like they literally constantly you see in the industry. In fact, I said it earlier in the stream about 3D platforms. Constantly you see, well, those games don't sell. It's like, are you budgeting them and putting your best talent on them? Like these genres that you just dumpstered? Like turn-based games aren't selling as well as a whole genre because certain low-rent studios are making very low-rent RPGs. You aren't doing a Final Fantasy budget on
Why
a
doesn't
turn-based
Neptunia sell as well as Final Fantasy VII?
Well,
I don't understand.
And
we
what's
could be here all
what's
day
interesting is that those
explaining
games
every end of that question.
is like most of these games most of those franchises have only gotten more successful. Like degrees, like it's a smaller franchise, so becoming more successful is a smaller game. But it's like there's no signaling that it's not.
But yeah, so
This is almost complete. This is turn-based RPG related, but not totally. Did you see that? Did you see that somebody from Furyu was like directly addressed people going, yeah, but it's a Furyu game though.
for you?
The developer Furyu.
They're the guys who did that
Furyu.
Kingdom Hearts like.
Yeah, they did the Kingdom Hearts. They do every low budget JRPG, pretty much.
Wait, so someone from the Reynatus developer said it was a Reynatus game? Like they made it?
No, they said they were addressing the fact fans go, I don't want to play that. It's a Furyu game. They explicitly brought it up and was like, we're taking gameplay criticism very seriously now.
Okay.
Right, because they announced that new game last week.
They did, yeah.
The third-person shooter. Third-person shooter.
Yeah. Anomalith?
That's
Yes.
Anomalith.
Yes.
Which will probably be good if the shooting feels even remotely correct.
Uh-huh.
Which, again, Vita games have felt close enough.
But yeah,
I'm sure Third Birthday also felt close enough.
based on what they showed of Dragon Quest 12, I'm deeply in love with it. It looks awesome. I'm so much more interested in everything they showed off and everything they said about it this time than the last time they were really talking about it.
Yeah, I actually, this main character is growing on me more than the Trunks dude ever did from 11. It's only been out for a few days.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's really great. He's a really cool guy, and I like how tired he is.
Yeah, no, that was the
look.
first thing I thought, like, finally, a JRPG protagonist for tired bitches.
It's for me! That fucking edit you did of the fucking inventory made me squeal. That was so fucking hilarious. I fucking lost it. God bless the person who replied that it was like, this is like some military Mike dude who's just like out of the military. He always brings up his service or whatever, and Aggro does the edit where it's like he's carrying whippets in Zin. That was fucking great. Frame that fucking edit. Yeah, this design is so good.
And also Moonchild in it.
And also Hoy is in it, because it's worth noting, Moonchild is not
that's
the
true.
name of that
That's true.
creature.
No, he is Hoy.
Yes, but that's fucking awesome. Okay, there. That's right. That's right, Aggro. Your tweet was so funny. I'm putting it on the wall. I'm pinning that right there for you, sweetie. There you go.
Hooray!
Good art. Good art, sweetie. Bob, clap for Aggro. He
Oh,
needs
yeah,
a positive
there you
reinforcement. Do you want more bad posts from Aggro? You better clap.
What
You
if
have
I
to
do want more bad posts from Aggro?
Then I consider you the enemy now.
I mean, this is all really sort of incidental. The bad posts will continue.
Damn it.
Nothing gets off those.
Your only chance is to try and encourage balancing it out with some good posts here and there.
So then again, we're back there at Bob, you better clap for him.
Okay. All right.
Keep clapping! What are you doing? Anyway. Chris, what
So,
else news?
They announced Yujiro Hanma for Tekken 8. He didn't even have a model. They used art.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
He will be 2D in the game.
That'd be really funny. They're gonna have to make him just be like Slayer and Guilty Gear, where it's like you knocked him down, but it's because he got bored.
Yes.
Yeah, Yujiro's really not the kind of guy who gets beat.
Uh-huh.
In
You know,
fact,
I'll-
the more magic karate you have, the more likely he is to instantly murder you.
Yeah. Don't worry, we gave everyone else on the roster kryptonite.
Ooh.
Like somebody is going to try to use the devil gene on him, and he'll just beat them to death. Like they'll shoot him with the laser eyes and just won't do anything.
Probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. There's
Like
a
you
chance.
pick
there's a point.
Mokujin, you pick Mokujin, and if the random character rolls as Yuji Hanma, actual Yuji Hanma just rips his way out of Mokujin.
That's
But I mean, this is a
horrifying.
dude that they just had get struck by lightning, and he didn't care. He stopped an earthquake by punching the ground. He's having a gas-powered ground tamper run on his face because he's bored.
So many
He
people
went
are like,
to Vietnam just to fight the U.S. military, and he won. He is canonically the reason the U.S. lost Vietnam.
I love people being like, Tekken's engine isn't strong enough to render him. And I'm like, you're going to wish you were right when they show him. You're going to wish. It's going to be so much to fucking deal with looking at him.
Yeah, they already had a test run of doing a Baki-like character with that dude who was probably originally supposed to be a Baki character. They added it to Tekken 7. Uram or Rahul?
Famrukan, I think, something like that.
Oh, yeah, Famurang-kun or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Famrukan, whatever. Anyway.
We needed like a costume to turn him into Jackhammer from Baki.
Yeah, but they'd have to. They should just make. They should just put in. They should. I miss anime fighting games that aren't horrible. Arena fighter dog shit. We need an actual Baki fighting game.
We do.
You know how many people were watching the No Slam streams of fucking Air Guys and they're like, why isn't Square doing this? And I'm like, because the last 2 times they tried to do a fighting game, or the last time they tried to do a fighting game, they were ruining Dissidia.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
and
this
we heard like rumblings that they canceled a city, which is almost certainly going to be a bad service game. So
Yep, almost definitely.
nothing of value was lost there. Yeah, it's like just make a dog shit. Just make like a low rent Final Fantasy fighter.
Yeah, it'd be great. I just as I was back then, even still, I go, wow, it would be great if we had a game like Air Guys and it had, Sabine from fucking FF6. I want to suplex a dude. That'd be incredible. But I can never have that.
no.
Child me has the same thoughts as current me of, man, why can't he be in the game?
And now instead of him just not being in the game, they won't even make the game
They
that he
won't even
could
make the
not
game.
be in.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
Please,
no,
please
it's
make a good game. Please, Square. Yeah, you know what, Square? You're having trouble with development. You know who doesn't? Tecmo Koei. Let them make a Musou game.
yeah.
Yeah, I have
Right.
no idea why we have not gotten Final Fantasy Warriors yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
That would even make way more sense than what they did with the trying to make Final Fantasy Dark Souls for Stranger of Paradise.
Uh-huh. That would make a lot more sense. Not that that was
Like, you could-
bad, but like,
Yeah,
It'd
but
make- it'd
yeah, it
still
would
make
make
more
way more
sense.
sense. It would make way more sense to do a Musou. Like that would sell so much.
it
The
would.
fucking Fire Emblems and Zelda ones sell a lot because people like those franchises.
Mhm.
And they might just even still like yours. Maybe. Chris, do we have other news? Was that it? We have one more thing. right?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Judas
2.
Judas is still 2 years away at least. By
Dude,
the way,
real quick.
it was I think it was January at the start of the year when Ken Levine was like, "I'm going to do monthly development updates." Then it took 2 months, then it took 5 months, and we haven't gotten one since.
Yeah, that was last year, and it's going great. Real quick, fellas, we got to decide here and now. Do we still get to nominate this for most anticipated game if they literally
No, it's
said-
banned.
Okay, that's what
It's banned until they show a trailer. It has to become real in some form.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I saw people being like, man, well, I guess Judas wasn't actually announced as long ago as I thought. But if you look at when the developer was founded, that was 9 years ago in 2017.
An 11-year development is normal.
So
I've listened to people who cover this industry who are extremely generous towards corporations, managements, and creators in ways that are maybe negligent almost. And I've heard them describe like, oh, I love BioShock. It must have taken so long for Ken to make the tools, the systems necessary in order to tell this story that they're trying to tell. It's like, do you not pay attention to anything? This motherfucker probably made 6 different games over the last 11 years. There's no way there was a cohesive through thought at all.
right, if there is,
Yeah,
the
he's
game comes
insisted
out.
he's been concepting this since 2015.
Yeah. No, that's just because the dude says in an interview where he's like, we had to make the tools to make the story. It's like, and it took you 11 years. No,
No, yeah.
that didn't happen.
God.
It's just going to be BioShock, but about cancel culture. I don't know why people are still indulging the idea it's going to be some unbelievable story never been told.
I'm so
Right.
terrified the game is going to be good. I'm so
not.
afraid that the game is actually like, and you can even tell accidentally, really, really fucking good.
That would be so funny and bad, frankly. His game should bomb so this shit can stop.
Yeah, I do wonder how it'll do. Like, by the time this comes out, we'll be at least 15 years out from BioShock Infinite. Audiences don't have memories that long. Like, Dragon Age couldn't tank that, and Dragon Age Inquisition sold as much as BioShock Infinite did.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, these
And it was gone a less length of time.
And for anyone who's like,
Right,
why are
and-
they being mean to BioShock? I'm not being mean to BioShock. I am pointing out that Ken Levine runs studios that are literally nightmares where people have to leave the studio and they have nothing to show for their work because they were NDA'd and they spent 6 years working on the game. Him bombing out of the industry is a net good.
I don't think that people like these developers realize, wait, you're not Grand Theft Auto. You can't go away for 10 years.
And Grand Theft Auto never really went away. Grand Theft Auto
It
Online got
didn't.
replies constantly. One of the most played games on Steam is a mod for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right, exactly. Like they are maintaining their IP relevance.
Uh-huh.
And they released a game in the intermediary.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not Grand Theft Auto, but like people consider Rockstar like their output is
Right.
the thing.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And like they did do updates for like we have 2 generational updates that were big and hyped for GTA 5, both console gens. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
And lastly, so Mike Fisher from Sega did an interview, formerly of Sega, did an interview about a bunch of Sega stuff. It's all pretty interesting. I recommend you go read it. But most notably, he really shit talked Yuji Naka. Let me get some exact quotes.
Yeah, no, there's some really good ones in there.
It's fucking wild. It's so great to hear someone who's just like, I'm going to speak with you frankly about how working with this man was.
So apparently he threw a fit when Yuji Naka, he threw a fit when Mike Fisher was like, yeah, like the audience for games is getting older and you probably need to have games like Sega needs to be making games keyed for a little bit of an older audience. Like this was around the time Yakuza entered development.
Mhm.
And apparently Yuji Naka went ballistic and screamed at him and is like, "You want to make porno games? I'm going to go make Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg."
Okay.
Apparently he literally had foaming spit at the corners of his mouth.
I don't doubt that for a second.
And he's like, "Bro, I'm just here to tell you where trends are going, which you have to respond to as a business."
For anyone who's curious to read this interview, it's over on Sega-16.com. It's with Mike Fisher. There are really good quotes. For example, it ignored one letter there. Mike Fisher quote, I'm going to read it directly. If you look back, like, eggs play an odd part in a lot of Naka-san's content. It's like, what's the obsession with eggs? Anyway, one of the guys on my team said, well, let's call it Billy Hatcher, because it's a hatching game with a cute character. The main character is the boy, not the egg. Of course, Naka-san hated it. We called it Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, which he still hated. We, at one point, I promise you, I am not making this story up. I have 2 witnesses. At one point, he visited the U.S. Sometimes I translated and sometimes other people translated. He goes, well, I know another name for the boy wearing a rooster suit. Another name for rooster is cock. Can we call the game Giant Cock in English?
And then the interviewer is like, wow, I would have agreed just to see what happens to it. Which Mike Fisher says, I should have. He is literally the most miserable person I have ever worked with in games or anything else in my life. Just a horrible human being, and you can quote me on that. As you know, he's also now a convicted felon.
What a sentence ender!
We need more of these horrible people to actually be convicted felons.
Yeah.
He went on to be like, yeah, he's always been fucking weird about Naoto Oshima, who is one of the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. Just a lot of funny quotes. Like, apparently Naka didn't want to sit near Oshima at events because he thought Oshima always stole his credit.
I love this. This specific part right here is when Mike Fisher goes, I wasn't really involved with the Sonic team at all, but I did tell the story. Actually, there's an epilogue to it. I told the story in Console Wars about how I asked Oshima-san where he got the inspiration for Sonic, and he told me, I put the head of Felix the Cat on the body of Mickey Mouse. I was at dinner with him and the other Sega guys, and I told the story. Oshima-san laughed, and he goes, actually, it wasn't Mickey Mouse, it was Doraemon. If you know the Japanese character Doraemon is, I think he must have just assumed that I didn't know who Doraemon was at that time. So the real story is he put the head of Felix the Cat on the body of Doraemon, but the story he told me was the head of Felix on Mickey Mouse. And then Sega 16 goes, he westernized it. Mike Fisher goes, yeah, he westernized it for an American audience of 1. When's Yuji Naka month?
They did it. They played every fucking one of them.
Yeah, what are we missing?
More can they do?
What are we missing other than Nights?
Yeah, you can play Nights. You can play the first Nights, not even the second one.
Oshima sounds great. Yeah. No, we were talking about this before we started. Like, do you think the only reason Balan happened is because Naka was like, we got Oshima here. We're going to do the game together. Oh, I fucked it up again. Oh, no. Oh. Naka, why did you do this? So
I admittedly am pretty curious about that Night sequel. Because I've never heard a single soul talk about it.
I think Sara's.
And it's on the Wii.
Does it have retro achievements? Oh my god, I'm going now to retro achievements.
Yes, it does.
Of course.
Hey, Bob, the Wii is a huge library, and it only just launched Wii support. It could have been not, you know?
Yeah, but it is, like, I feel like people who like Knights have some sort of mental problem that
Bob,
makes them like it a lot.
Bob, they're just enhanced. They're just coming in at a volume you're not accustomed to. That's That's what's up. I forgot to tell the story during all the Retro Achievement talk. I had apparently the founder of Retro Achievement show up in my chat. You know what his fucking Twitch handle is? Scott Retro Achievements. He showed up.
That's
I
great.
immediately applauded him. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, no. Well done. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Then again, you know how I name things. That's awesome though. Yeah, look, they have so much Nights. Got Nights into Dreams Score Attack on Game Boy Advance. They got Nights Journey of Dreams on Wii. They got Nights into Dreams on Saturn.
Did they have Christmas nights?
One moment, let me type Christmas. They do. Wow.
Wow.
Anyways, what else did Yuji Naka work on that we didn't play? We did Rodea.
Ivy the Kiwi.
If we do the Wii U version of Rodea, then that'll be like we undid the normal version of Rodea, so we can't do it.
We can't. It's
We can't
impossible.
it's not possible.
Let's see.
I actually don't know shit about Ivy the Kiwi.
The Astro Boy PS2 game?
PS2.
We have to decide the like what is the metrics? Is like producer can't count. That's too many things.
Right.
Like he has to have worked on, although he was only producer on Rodea.
Yeah, producer's role he usually gets in the stuff that he is largely involved in. So it's
But that would be
happening.
so many games that he surely didn't have any fucking input on whatsoever, like Samba de Amigo, Phantasy Star Online, Puyo Pop Fever.
Yeah, I'm sure to some extent it's like, oh, Sonic touched this IP, so we have to give him a credit for something.
Right.
Feel the Magic XXYY and the Rub Rabbits. A bunch of Bleach games.
He was involved with those? All right.
He was the chief producer of I think a couple GameCube ones, and then just a couple GameCube ones and a DS one.
Apparently, he coded the netcode for Phantasy Star Online. He's the one who got it to work on dial-up at all. Wow. Yeah, he's a good programmer. He seems like a fucking asshole and a literal criminal. So, anyways, that's it for the news. Tomorrow, Bob and I will be playing Bond 007 First Light. Are you excited, Bob? Wow.
Of course.
Look at that.
This is supposed to be in like Uncharted beats Hitman.
It's
And they
supposed to
won't
be
make
like that.
Uncharted games ananymore, so this is the best we can get.
And they won't make Bond movies anymore, so this is the best we
Right?
could get.
How could they make a Blonde movie? He died.
I've watched every single Bond movie.
So Bond heads.
I'm
should've
gonna
stopped by.
be. Yeah, I know the stuff. I'll get the references.
And maybe the turnout for this is a direct determinant of whether or not we have James month. Chris, you said you're going to the wedding on Saturday.
Yeah.
But
There might be some kind of retro. There will surely be at least one retro stream before then, and the subsequent the Saturday after the Summer of Games. So there'll be something, but you're not going to get a whole lot of warning.
yeah, Chris is soaring up those charts on retro achievements. Everyone should be afraid. What's up, Bob?
Don't forget, Tuesday is the PlayStation event, which we will be
That's
covering.
true. We will be live
I will
for the
also be there.
PlayStation State of Play on Tuesday. Please be excited. Also be excited for Monday's podcast. It's gonna be good.
And there might be some extra stream on Sunday.
Oh, right, it's my birthday. I actually forgot. I actually forgot again. If I can get it working in time, the Sunday stream is Retro Achievements The Bouncer. So please be excited. It's her birthday.
Yes, I got to
It is
set
her
up that
favorite game.
DualShock 3.
Yes, I do. That's what I got to do.
I was also thinking of doing that since I dug my PS3 out to put a custom firmware on it a while back.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I've been wanting to play the bouncer a lot recently, and now I can do and get a shitload of retro achievement points. Bob,
Yeah.
there's something like 19 or 15 survival mode playthroughs necessary to get the mastery. Survival mode in the bouncer.
In I forgot there is a survival mode. How's that work?
It's dog shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's really funny though, because as I was like, "Oh, the Bouncer's a great game. It just does last hit gets you experience, except for if your allies get it, there's the experience is deleted, and also there are these slight issues with these things, and also the survival mode sucks." Somebody was hanging out in the voice call with me, and they're like, "It sounds like this game sucks," and I'm like, "No, it's a good game.
You've clearly misunderstood.
Yes.
It's a good game because Volt Kruger goes, 'You ready?' And then he holds down a dog, breaks its neck, and then Sion comes up and punts it in the head. It's okay. It's a cyber dog that's evil.
It's unbelievably funny that there are 4 variants of Daragon C. Mikado, and you have to beat survival mode with each of them.
Yes. Here we go again.
Wow.
Turgon C.
gonna-
Mikado from the top.
I'm gonna need to get the DualShock working on that and stream it this myself. It seems wrong that I've never streamed the Bouncer.
The Bouncer's a great video game. I love it so much. I told this story a few times, but I'm telling it again. One time, working at Publix, my manager and I were talking about how cool the Bouncer was, and I'm like, Duragon C. Mikado. And he's like, "It's such a cool name." And I'm like, "I know." And he's like, "My wife won't let me name our child that." And I'm like, I too had this conversation. Fuck! Why won't anyone let us name a kid Duragon? It's a fucking cool video game. Anyway, Aggro, what are you up to?
I recently discovered a rather fascinating statistical anomaly that I think I can exploit for fun and profit.
Okay.
In 100% of cases where people lose a physical confrontation with another person in public, it's because they didn't hit them while they weren't looking and then immediately run away. So it is my current theory that by employing this strategy rigorously, I will be able to win close to 100% of physical altercations with strangers in public, and thereby reap the benefits.
Now, Aggro, you have to take into account the layout of a Waffle House is really counterproductive to running away. So you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep very good spatial awareness where all the booths
Shit.
are.
Why the fuck would I do that in a Waffle House?
Well, that's the only place it's socially acceptable to do it.
Right?
No, I'm going to Denny's and pulling this shit.
Yeah, that seems about right.
That's so cruel.
Are you just
Nobody at Denny's is having a good time. They're all miserable.
Yeah, no, they're not, and it's about to get worse.
You can't just be like, "I'm about to make these people who are having a bad time have an even worse time," Aggro.
Can I not? That seems like kind of the basis of our entire society.
Oh no.
It is, but like,
Oof.
are you gonna be scaling up like food establishments? Like you're starting at Denny's and then eventually Chick-fil-A?
The trick is to hit a couple of restaurants on the first day. And what you really want to do is go back to the first one after you hit the second one, because everyone's still gathered around and looking at the person you hit the first time. So it's really easy to get behind other people.
Wow.
Then after you have a reputation for hitting like a certain like say it's fast food joints. You get a reputation for doing this in fast food joints.
Yeah.
Then you go to a Walmart. You got to keep switching up the kind of business you're going into. Nobody expects you to go into like the realtor's office
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, I'm interested in rental prop." Bam, right in the back of the head when they reach for the printer.
I mean, it's true.
I think this could work it out. I think this would get you a job at the UFC.
I just, you realize all this is going to do is start you with a cool name like the Fast Food Brawler. And then when you change that branding, they're going to be like, the asshole. We don't know what to call this guy. He's just punching people.
I mean, really, the thing that I'm most worried about currently, because, like I said, this is a solid plan. Very high rate of success, potentially.
Yeah.
But it does require me to select targets on the fly and select ones that are just, like that will work in the moment. I'm not going to have a lot of time to be able to run them through any other sort of rubric. And there is a slight chance that to pull this off, I may, in the course of events, accidentally only select targets within a certain narrow ethnic definition.
Okay.
That may inadvertently color societal perception of my intent.
So you're going to not do that, right? You're going to make sure no matter what you do, you don't do that exact thing.
Well, like I said, being that aware of that aspect of target selection will really sort of skew the system I have built up. So my current plan is just to shout, "I'm not racist," as I flee the scene.
I think that might have the opposite effect. I'm just saying.
Wait. Solution. Aggro, just wear a shirt. Answer the question with the shirt. Always works.
Yeah.
There you go. No one can arrest you now. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Big Think Dimension. Goodbye forever. Wait a second. Did I just end the series? Wait, we're not doing that. We're just ending the episode. See you next week.
Stop by tomorrow. First Light.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension. Big Think Dimension is only possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/GB podcast, where you can get all sorts of things like access to extra gamer premonitions, access to extra armchair devs, access to early chugging bleach, which you will be chugging sometime soon, and possibly even exclusive chugging bleach long term. That's right. You can support us doing this over at patreon.com/GB podcast and become a podlord.